Where I downloaded, yes.
Hold on,
Your
hold on.
girl be doing too much.
Let's give some context to this. I told sis that the music that she chose for the background music was fire. I said, "Is this a part of StreamYard, sis?" And she was like, I
I
think
think
I
so.
downloaded it. I don't remember."
I don't remember. I do not remember, y'all.
So sis is just like in La La Land.
I am. I am. And I got this Kahlua and coconut milk. And hopefully I'll go to La La Land again later. Later. After the show. After the show. I'm not gonna
After
go
the
to
show.
La La Land on you right now.
Yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. Because you just
Shout out.
the
Huh?
leave the La La Land to me.
Right? Shout out to Selena. For those of you who are
Oh
in the live, we were on Selena's panel today. Check
yes,
out that live. We had a good time. What was that? Sipping with Selena.
yeah. Sipping with Selena, and that was a
Okay.
great live. So you guys go sub up to Selena
Check
three
out that
times.
live. Selena
Yeah,
three times. Check out
yeah
that
we
live.
we had a wonderful time, man, and it's her birthday tomorrow.
It's her birthday. It's her birthday. She was like, didn't nobody sing happy birthday to me? I was going to, but I think she should be serenaded by a man and not a woman.
I started
So
to, but I was like, nah.
that was your job. You got one job and you didn't fulfill it. Lord.
I had a couple of jobs that I was asking her to do.
Mm-hmm. Y'all go check out that live and tell me what brother was up to. What he's up to. One more time. One more time. Just one more time. One more time. I ain't
Yes,
gonna
yes,
say
yes.
it. I ain't gonna say what the one more time was about. Y'all gotta check out the live. Check
Y'all
out
go
the live.
check it out. Y'all go check it out. Check it out. Check
Okay?
it out.
Check, check,
That was
check.
that was great. That was great. So let's salute the chat. I know there's some ghost watchers involved. So Sandra, what's going on, sis?
Hey
How you
sis.
doing? How you doing? Our attorney Kevin Corbin is in the house.
Kevin Corbin, salute to you, our attorney.
Salute to you. Lisa J. Stock, salute to you, ma'am.
Hey.
Salute, salute,
Hey
salute.
love.
You go, you guys, if you are listening, please go and subscribe to Miss Lisa J. Stocks.
If you want some financial advice, definitely go sub up to Lisa J
Yes,
Stocks.
Lisa is, she knows her stuff. So you guys go sub up to her. And my little bro from the D
Samoan
town,
Gorilla.
Samoan Gorilla. Salute, salute, salute. And there is the lovely Gazella is
Hey
in the
Gazella.
house.
Hey.
She is in the house. Thank you for
Okay.
coming through.
On this Sunday, it's been raining out here. How's the weather out in Texas?
It's been sunny. It's been beautiful.
Really?
Yes, I was I was prepping up for talking to Selena behind the scenes. She's like, "Man, it's beautiful." Well, actually, no, it's one, but how he was on the show. She's like, "Man, it's nice here in Dallas." Is it? I was like, "Yeah, it's very nice, perfect weather."
We
So
rainy.
rainy
Rain.
all day.
Rain. Not all day, but we've been experiencing a lot of rain, which I
Um,
shouldn't complain. We need it. We need it. You know, we barely get it, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But yeah, it's been
I got you.
raining.
I got you. I
It's been
got you.
raining.
It's been raining. Um,
Yes.
I hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday.
Did anybody go to
Um,
church? Church.
did anybody go
Oh,
to church?
before we start,
I know. I think I know
how
what
you
you're gonna
feel?
say.
Right. No matter how you feel, you may have a, whatever about this person, but we gonna send prayers up to TD Jakes, Bishop TD Jakes. From my understanding that he today at the Potter's house, he suffered a stroke right in the middle of his sermon. So regardless of what you subscribe to or whatever, I don't wish any ill on anyone. So prayers to TD Jakes for hopefully he can recover.
So that was a stroke, right? It was a stroke.
I believe so. I just caught it before we came on here. I've been detoxing from social media, so I jump on for a panel, for a show, to drop a post, and then I'm out. I'm
Right.
trying to detox. So I
Right.
just saw it in the stream, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know
Well, you
that. So
well, Urban Lounge, he did a pre-recorded live about that. I
oh
just hopped.
really?
Yeah, he did. I had to catch the rest of it, but I caught the end of it, and he gave his take on it, and he
Yeah.
he he basically kind of like went over it. So
Did he say it was a stroke?
what I think he said it was a stroke as well. So
Yeah, he looked. It looked like a stroke. He looked like, what's his name? Not to be funny. What's the chair of the Republican Party that had to step down?
Mitch
Mitchell.
Mitch McConnell. Mitch
Yeah,
McConnell.
when he was like, just standing there.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the same thing.
yeah. I mean, Mitch, he had 2 of those things.
He had 2 of them.
I'm like, dang, man. He doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that's health. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth.
Absolutely.
But Urban was talking about. He was bringing out some great points. He was talking how when you're talking and you're preaching, and he's like those lights there, and he's from Texas, so he's probably been there. So I'd like to get his perspective. I've never been to the Potter's house, but underneath those lights, and you're talking and you're sweating and all that type of stuff, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything. He's pretty
big guy.
big guy. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no telling, what's going on with that, So
People take care of yourselves.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
care of yourselves. And
Please,
those
please.
lights, like, I mean, even us, with the light beaming on me, I got
Yep.
my light in my office, a ring light, another light. It can get hot.
Yep. It can.
It
It
can
can.
get hot.
Yeah, it can. So
So I can
Ur-
definitely.
but yeah, Urban, I he's a salute to you, Urban. And salute to
Urban in the
my
building.
big bro, my fam, Jimbo
Hey,
22.
Jimbo. Hey, Urban.
So Urban, he had a premiere about that, and so I'm gonna catch the rest of it. I kind of caught the tail end of it, but
Yeah, I didn't see it. I just saw it in my news feed on IG. I was strolling real quick.
I know Willie D. Live. He did a reaction to it. A lot of people have already done reactions to it.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay,
oh,
dang,
yeah.
I really missed it, huh?
Yeah. So
My
he's
detox is working.
yeah.
I'm fasting from social media, y'all.
I hear you. Some more Gorilla. He says, "E, I'm ready for those podcasts."
It's going to drop December, the first week of December. We not like you. We ain't got 71. We got 10 in the books right now. We try to do like 2 to 3 recordings a week to keep it, going. But I'm gonna drop when we do drop the first week of December. I'm gonna drop 4 at a time, and after that, 1 a week.
That's cool.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, I look forward to having bro on here, Simone Gorilla, because he got a podcast too. I'm gonna have y'all on the podcast.
Cool.
Because it's about health and wellness, so it's gonna be cool.
How you doing, my Herba?
Hey, that's my sis. That's KC.
Is that her? Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you, ma'am. I'm sure you know about me.
Made it to a live.
But I would love to. I can't wait to hear you guys. You guys. I actually posted and I promoted you guys on my community wall.
He did. Thank you.
And I want you guys to everybody to the sound of my voice to go and subscribe to that. I can't wait.
Yes.
And one thing up my alley is health and wealth, man.
Yes.
That is right up our alley. So one of the things that connected E and I together is health and wealth. I was like, man,
that was our first live, I think, talking about my surgery, and then we just jumped into health and wellness.
Yeah. And so I can't wait to hear what y'all are talking about, man. It's just I can't wait. So it's one of those things.
Yeah, we hope you guys like it.
Yeah, E is the bomb. She is she's
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna give her flowers as well. If you haven't everybody that's tuned in now, if you haven't, um, E and I, we hopped up on Selena's panel earlier today, this afternoon,
Yes.
and Selena was basically giving my sis her flowers. If there's one person that I know that's not only portrays a positive image on online, but also in real life, is E, and she lives what she talks about, whether it's fitness, whether it's health, whether it's family, whatever. She that's what that is. A lot of people have images to portray, and you know they don't really live it. And so I want to give her flowers with her being here. So
Thank you.
but you guys go subscribe to that, man. I'm going to do it again, sis. I'm going to promote it again, put it on my communities wall.
Communities, right? The communities.
The communities wall.
It's
So
gonna be an actual podcast though. So we just have
right,
the show
that's right.
for this. It's gonna be like this, but it's a recording that's gonna be pre-recorded. So you're gonna see the visual of myself and Casey on YouTube, but we're gonna be on Spotify, iTunes, what is it? I Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast places. We're gonna be on there with just audio, but the video is gonna be on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that because that's a new area for me, finding out and learning about podcasting and what it takes to be a podcaster, and what all goes into it. And maybe I'll talk about it once we get started. So if people want to, actually do it, I can kind of talk to it a little bit more about, the different types of softwares and stuff that you need, things of that nature. And Simone Gorilla helped me too, because I hit him up on the back end asking what he uses for his podcast. So everything, we each one teach one.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that it's a lot different than having a live audience like we are, and you guys,
Right?
Because I've caught Simone Gorillas, him and his homeboy, they just sitting there just chatting,
They
and
just
chopping
chopping
it up.
right?
And so it's different whenever you're on a podcast, just y'all two talking.
Right.
I have a young lady that I've known for a number of years. She's asked me to join her podcast. She has a podcast in Dallas, and so, but I mean, November it's impossible for me to travel right now because of my job or whatever. But she set a date and I couldn't do it. So, but she's got a podcast. She talks about health, and she talks about Christianity and a lot of stuff. But she wanted me to tell my story and all this. But I can only imagine. It's a different kind of vibe, different type of setting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's
I have
not,
a lot.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty unique. I thought I was gonna be a lot nervous because the chat here keeps us flowing.
Mhm.
They keep us up and ready when they put stuff in the chat. There is no chat when you record.
Right.
It's just me and Casey chopping it up, but it's like having a conversation. So like
Right.
me and you having a conversation, but we just have an audience. It's minus the audience.
Yeah. And the audience, I've gotten used to feeding off of the audience.
You better than me. SBK can read this dang, and he like, did you see that? I'm like, no, I didn't.
But whenever you're feeding off an audience, and I know when you prepare for a show, it used to be whenever we first did these shows, I used to like do my homework. You know what I mean? I would write down some stuff, whatever. You have a script, you know what I mean? Hey, I want to talk about this.
Right.
But the chat, if you listen to the chat has very interesting things to say, and they throw out some things.
Pivoting.
Yeah, man.
It's a pivot.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But then the stuff that you prepare for,
it's like
you put that to the side. So a lot of times the stuff that I prepare for, I have to talk about it later on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which to me that's a good thing. But I love our chats and everybody that's listening, man. I know you can attest to this, sis. It's like therapy to me, man. To get up on here and talk. You know what I mean? And you working every day, and you're on the grind every day, and then you get to a point to where you're talking to audience of people that listen to you. That's like, to me, that's
Right.
therapy. You know what I mean? It's like it's something that I enjoy doing. So
Absolutely. I mean, I always call our the people that we rock with on here. It's like all of us just chatting. We having like a round table with
mhm.
with family and friends, and it is therapy because you get different perspectives, something that you may not have considered had you been in your own echo chamber. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Yeah,
I definitely always appreciate it.
yeah. Simone Gorilla says once you get into it, it's like second nature. I can
Right.
imagine. I can only imagine. He says just chopped it up with a friend and recording it. Yeah.
And he does. I mean, if you, I don't, someone really, I don't know if you can put your thing in there. He literally, and that's where I was like, okay. I was listening to his podcast, and I was like, okay, he just really just chilling out with his boy. And sometimes he have guests on, and they just talking, just
Mhm.
having real conversations. And I was like, okay, I like this. This is cool. I can do this.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys. I'm proud of you, sis, and my urban KC. I mean, I can't wait to
KC,
KC. I can't wait to hear you guys, man. Because like I said, health and wellness. That's
that's
something that
his
I
bag.
man, I'm in my bag, man.
We gonna have you a
Uh,
guest. You gonna be a guest on there. Don't even trip. Don't even
okay,
trip.
okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Don't even trip. Don't even trip.
Don't
You know I
even, don't
wouldn't
even,
even trip.
ain't no
But
need to
yeah,
trip.
man. Yeah, man. So yeah, I had fun today. We were talking about relationships and stuff. You and Selena, you guys were trolling me again.
We didn't. I didn't troll you that much. I trolled. It was minimal trolling today.
Minimal trolling. It
It
was
was minimal trolling today.
minimal trolling. But
Yep.
we had fun. We actually talked about being content creators and so forth, and you actually talked about
Yep.
the podcast and um, what to look for as a content creator. It was just a really positive vibe, man. I really enjoyed being on her show. Selena, y'all go subscribe up to Selena. Um,
Any mods in the chat? Some more
yes,
gorilla.
yes,
If you
more
can
Gorilla.
put
He's a mod. Urban is a mod.
Urban is a yeah, Urban. Can y'all please, sirs, put Selena's stuff in the chat for us.
Urban's a mod.
And your
Small Gorilla's a
and I
mod.
shouldn't it I shouldn't have to tell y'all if you a mod and you have a channel, put your channel in the chat. It ain't even a question of that. You don't even have to
Put
ask.
Lisa
You
J
just
Stocks. I think I got you as a mod as well, ma'am. You guys put Lisa J
I
Stocks.
don't see her as a you just mod her up.
I think I did, yeah.
Okay. What we talking about today?
Well,
What are
we
we
are talking
talking
about one of the things we talked about was different love languages, right?
Yep.
And we were talking about the different love languages, and we on other shows we talked about relationships and all that type of stuff, but we never actually kind of dove into the love languages, the different love languages and so forth, so on. So
Right.
one of the love languages that we decided to talk about was words of affirmation. Words of affirmation. Now you got love languages, love language, touch, words of affirmation. You got what's the other one? Sis, I can't think off the top of my head.
Acts of service.
Acts of service, right? Acts of service. I'm missing a couple more.
Touch.
Touch, yeah. But we wanted to do
Quality time.
Quality time. There you go. Communication.
Communication. Yep.
But we wanted to talk about words of affirmation. Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. I have a quick question for you before we start.
Sure.
Did you ever have you ever taken the love language test?
I did. It was a while back. It was a while back. Somebody actually sent me a test, and I took it, and it actually broke down what I was.
Thank you, Urban. Okay.
Actually broke down what I was.
Okay, because I was gonna say we could have you take it live and see what yours is.
Oh, okay. Well, We
Has
could do that.
anybody in the chat ever taken? Have you ever heard of the love languages, the 5 love languages? And if so, have you taken the love language test? Have you done so?
So I remember you asking me this before taking the love language test,
Mm-hmm.
and you have taken it. I know you have.
Yes,
So,
I
so
retook
what?
it last night.
I wish you would have told me. I would have took it when we were talking about it. I would have took it and then shared my
I couldn't
results.
sleep, so I just did it.
I would
Couldn't
share.
sleep.
So Simone Gorilla has taken it. Gazella has taken it.
Okay,
So
that's
you guys.
what's up.
So Simone Gorilla, Gazella, you guys tell me
What?
what
Yeah, what's your love language?
what's your love language? I
I'm
would
curious.
like to know. I would like to know. Each love language I want to say each love language I think it's very important. To me, I think it's very. What's up with it, Slim? What's up with it, bro?
Is that Slim in the building? Hey,
Yeah, Slim.
Slim.
You guys go sub up to my bro. Pick and choose.
Pick and choose TV.
That is a hard-working brother, very talented,
With
hard-working
his
brother right
hands.
there.
He worked
Yeah,
with his
man.
hands. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. You know, because when he goes live during the day, he is actually in work mode, and he's working. You know what I'm saying? And
I see.
I want to say a shout out to him and shout out to brothers and men like him that have trades and are tradesmen and are very talented. Those are the types of folks that make our world go around. So I want to say
Yes.
shout out to men like Pick and Choose and men and women like Pick and Choose TV.
Oh shoot, it's a lot of folks that took this. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch. Okay, that's Jimbo. Simone Gorilla said, I am quality time person. And Gisela said quality time and touch. That's what's up. Mine was words of affirmation. What was it? Words of affirmation, touch, and quality time. Yep.
Yeah. I need to go ahead and do that. I should have did it. You know, I would have thought about it. I should have did it before the show and shared my results.
Well, you wanna try it now?
Well, does it take a long time?
It don't.
Well, you got a link?
Hold on. Let's do the test.
So yeah, so y'all go sub up to my bro Pick and Choose, sub up to my bro Samoa Gorilla, sub up to Urban Lounge, sub up to Lisa J Stocks, sub up to Joe Delaney. I think Joe is in church and probably
she's at church.
Yeah, she's probably at church and about to get out. So I'm sure she's watching. Shout out to her. Y'all go
Sandra
sub up to her.
Take it.
Yes,
Take
yes,
it.
yes. I'm about to do that, sis. About to do that. Did
Okay.
you send me something, sis?
No, I'm finna ask you the questions while we live.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
It don't take that long. For those of you in here, you know, you can kind of like listen in and see. But it's the test is online. I'm gonna actually put it in here so you can take it if you've never taken it before. But the first question is, what makes you feel most loved? A, hearing someone say kind and encouraging or supportive words to you, or B, when someone helps you out or does something thoughtful for you. Which one feels more meaningful to you? You want me to repeat it?
Yeah, you go ahead and repeat it.
What makes you feel most loved? Hearing someone say kind, encouraging, or supportive words to you, or B, when someone helps you out or does something thoughtful for you? Which feels the most meaningful to you? A or B?
I'm gonna say B.
B. So someone helps you out or does something thoughtful for you.
Okay. Yep.
All right. That's what we going with. Okay. All right. Question number 2.
Hey, DR. Hey.
DR said B. All right. Pick and Choose said B. All right. We got B's in the house.
Got bees
Okay.
in the house.
Question number 2.
All right.
What feels more meaningful to you? A, receiving a thoughtful gift that shows someone was thinking about you, or B, spending uninterrupted time with someone you care about? Which resonates more with you?
I want to say B.
B, spending uninterrupted time with someone you care about.
Yep.
All right. So we're going with B,
Even though I like both of them.
the one that resonates the most.
Right.
Okay. Number 3. They said B. B, 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 B. Ding, 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 ding.
Everybody agrees with me. I got
All
you.
right. Question number 3. What do you appreciate more? A hug or physical touch from someone you love? That's A. Or B, someone taking the time to help you with a task or a chore? Which feels more meaningful to you?
I'm gonna say A.
A hug or physical touch from someone you love? That's what you appreciate more?
Yeah.
All right. A. Bow. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. We got an A, we got a B.
Okay.
So he was a B. Okay. What makes you feel more loved? Hearing someone say, I appreciate you, or other affirming words, or B, spending quality time doing something together with someone you care about? Which
B.
feels more important to you? B.
B.
Spending quality time doing something together with someone you care about?
Correct.
All right. What we got? I see
So
A.
Pikachu said A.
Hearing someone say, I appreciate you, or other affirming words. Okay. All right.
No, Pikachu said B on this one. That
Pikachu
was
said B on that one. That was the first one. Okay.
And Gazelle said B as well.
Okay. Question number 5. What means more to you? A, receiving a meaningful or unexpected gift, or B, being hugged or having a comforting touch from someone you love? Which resonates more?
I'm say B.
Being hugged or having a comforting touch from someone you love?
Yeah.
Okay. What we got?
What we got,
B's.
y'all?
We got B's.
Yeah, DR says B.
B again. Okay. So B is it. All right.
I think the chat is agreeing with me. They have the same answers.
Yeah, for the most part. I think they only disagreed on one.
Slim says A on that one.
He said A on that one. Okay. Number 6. What makes you feel more appreciated? A, someone helping you out with something important, or B, someone telling you how much they value or admire you? Which one feels more meaningful?
I will say B.
B, someone telling you how much they value or admire you.
Yeah.
All right. What we got?
What we got, y'all? What y'all think about that?
Gazelle said A. So she said someone helping you out with something important.
Slim says B. Hey, Joe. What's going on? What's going on, bestie?
Okay. And number 7. What makes you feel closer to someone? A, spending one-on-one time together without distractions, or B, receiving a gift that shows they were thinking about you? Which feels more meaningful?
I'm gonna say A.
Spending one-on-one time together without distractions?
Yes.
All right. I already know mine. It's touch.
So it says A. DR says I already know mine. It's touch first.
Touch. What was that song? Touch. Okay. Number 8. What makes you feel more loved? Someone doing something kind or helpful for you, or a warm hug or physical touch from someone you care about? Which one resonates more?
Okay, say that again.
What makes you feel more loved? Someone doing something kind or helpful for you, or a warm hug or physical touch from someone you care about? Which one resonates more?
I'm gonna say A.
Someone doing something kind or helpful for you, or a warm hug, physical touch from someone you care about? Yeah. What makes you feel loved?
Well, I'd say B. I changed that to B. I had to think about that. Yeah,
I saw you thinking.
Yeah, I had to think about that. Yeah, B.
B.
Yeah, Gazella and Slim, they all agree.
All right, we almost done. Number 9. What makes you feel more connected to someone? Receiving a heartfelt compliment or kind words, or B, spending meaningful time together, just the two of you?
gonna say
What feels most important to you?
I'm gonna say B. B.
So spending meaningful time together, just the two of you,
Yes, B.
makes you feel more connected.
B. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, B. We got
Mhm.
B's in the house.
Got B's. Got B's. Gisela says B again.
E. All right, final question, number 10. What makes you feel most appreciated? Receiving a thoughtful gift or someone going out of their way to do something helpful for you? Which one resonates more?
I'm gonna say B. Someone going out of their way.
That makes you feel most appreciated?
Yeah.
Okay. So A was receiving a thoughtful gift. B was someone going out of their way to do something helpful for you.
I think Gisela agrees with me as well.
Okay,
B.
B.
Everybody else says B on that.
Yep. All right, let's go.
All right.
All right,
So you
they
go.
tallying you up.
All right. Tallying me up online. So y'all.
All right, the results are in.
The results
So-
are in from SBK. So y'all listen up. Listen up, ladies.
SBK. All right. It asked me again for the warm hug. Some of these are repetitive, but asking, which one is more meaningful, which one do you appreciate?
Right,
they were switching
right.
up the words.
And see, and with Sandra was saying that you said a warm hug earlier. See,
Mhm.
I might have said that, but they switched up the words like meaningful, which one resonates, which one is
Yep.
what was the other one?
Most important.
Most important. So yeah, you're right, Sandra, but they kind of switched up the wording, you know what I mean?
Yep. So you are number one is quality time. Quality time is still your strongest love language. You deeply value focused, undivided attention and feel most love when spending meaningful time with others. Your second one is physical touch. Remains an important secondary love language for you. Affectionate gestures like hugs or holding hands help you feel emotionally connected. And 3, acts of service emerge more strongly this time. You appreciate it when someone goes out of their way to help or do something thoughtful for you. So you are quality time, physical touch, acts of service is your last one.
Okay, so quality time is number one with me.
Yep.
And that's
Quality time
spot
number
on.
one.
That's spot on with me. Then physical touch, then acts of service.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then it gives you tips for applying these languages. So
Okay, let's hear it.
it says quality time, plan regular one-on-one time with loved ones, whether it's simple walk, a meal, or an intentional conversation. Gently
Okay.
let people know when you need their undivided attention.
Okay.
Like, i.e., I'd love to catch up with you without distractions. So saying something like that. For your physical touch, don't hesitate to initiate small physical gestures. Don't be doing, come here, just small. Just small physical gestures. Like
That
hugs.
that has its place.
It says small physical gestures. Small. So do the small physical gestures like a hug, a pat on the back or on the booty. Pat, 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 pat. As they help you feel grounded and connected. Let loved ones know how much those moments of closeness mean to you so they feel encouraged and reciprocate. For acts of service, notice when people help or support you and express gratitude to reinforce this love language in your relationships. If needed, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. It's a way of inviting love through action.
I believe that's spot on with me.
You believe it's
Yeah.
spot on?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Urban. Urban says SBK love languages. If Urban has put that up there, that is
He
my
said,
test
do y'all
results.
agree? He said, do y'all agree?
Those are my test results from
That's his
the
test results
from
from
the
the
5 love
languages
languages.
quiz.
So
Yes.
are any of you guys similar, or you guys share the same results, or are
I know
y'all kind of flip?
Simone Grillo and Jimbo was saying quality time. I know a lot of people resonated with quality time.
Right.
Let me
right.
find the quiz. I want to find the quiz and like put it in the chat for it. If you ever want to
Okay.
take this quiz, you guys,
Okay.
it helps. Take it with your partner, especially if you don't, if you have trouble with, finding out you know, what floats your boat. It'll probably, it helps you kind of like align yourself if you're not one of those people who's ever thought about this type of thing, to kind of know where you are, locate yourself, why
Right.
you feel the way you do, why you do what you do. It does help you. It does help you.
Sorry, we done triggered Urban saying partner.
Uh,
Remember what he said about partner?
there you go. There you go. Yes.
uh,
Hold on.
so
I'm gonna put it in there. Here we go.
Gazella, she shares the same sentiment with me. There's other so in the so sis has just put up the five love languages quiz.
Yeah, take
So
it.
yeah, you guys take it, man. And if you want to take it and then share your results here, or um, when you go back and look at the live, share what you think about it. I, for one, I've taken this before, but as you get older, you go
Right.
through some things.
Right.
You
You're allowed to
you
change.
you're allowed to change. You know what I mean? And I know that I know what type of I was asked this afternoon what type of I was asked this afternoon what type of female I'm attracted to and all this type of stuff. And I, I was I was saying, hey, you kind of vague in that question. Well, what do you mean? It's physical, or it could be a multitude of things.
You can.
So, but
He didn't
me,
do a
I
good job of narrowing it down. He was a little vague, a little broad, but we gonna let him have that.
but I was in the shout out to Selena, but I was in the territory to where I didn't want to have I say something, and because I'm comfortable. Not to say I'm not comfortable on her platform, but what I'm saying is we were sipping and chatting, so I didn't want to turn the conversation into a
I
you know
did.
you were trying to.
That was me being the ultimate fly on the wall, letting
Yeah,
it happen.
you were trolling like a mug. So but yeah, when you get older, you're subject to change. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so I know when you get to a certain age, it's like you don't want to play games with anybody, and you don't want to waste your time. You know what I mean? Time is valuable. So if you're going to spend your time with someone, it's going to it shouldn't be for naught. You know what I mean? It should be,
Hey,
you know.
Selena, Selena,
There she
Selena.
is, Selena. Ooh, girl. Hey,
I was
Selena.
trying. I was trying to be a fly on the wall.
But shout out to Selena. Shout out.
Yes,
So that was a fire live, by the way.
it
Um
was. So we know that well, if we knew, it would have been quality time. But one of mine is words of affirmation. I got quality time, physical touch, and words of affirmation.
right.
And
Um
I'm good for the words of affirmation. What do
yeah,
you think about when somebody says words of affirmation? What does that mean to you?
words of affirmation, what that means to me is someone giving me encouraging words, or giving me the assurance that I need uh by saying the right things at the right time. You know what I mean? So for example, what does me wonders is when a lady can talk to me and like, look, um, you're very special.
Hmm.
You're very special to me. Um, I think the world of you. Just to understand that I got your back. Um, just little things like that. Just just
So you
it,
like the little things that keep it simple, just keep you encouraged, let them know
yeah,
that they care about you.
because as the statement goes, conversation rules the nation, man. You know what I mean? Because if you say the right things at the right time, you have no idea how that affects someone, you know what I mean, and how that's going to help them, and how that's going to make their day, how that's going to help them in the long run. I know with me, if a special, like, look, man, with women, a good woman, y'all are the salt of the earth. You know what I mean? Y'all. You know, we we might can't stand y'all sometimes, but y'all have a way with words. You know
Keep
what
it
I'm saying?
honest. Keep it honest. It ain't
I'm keeping
always
it on.
roses. I
It's
love it.
not
I
always
love it.
it's not always roses, but y'all have a way to say things to us to make us or break us. You know what I'm saying? That's the strongest man. A strong-willed man can be broken by words of from a female. But y'all have a way with words, man, and y'all have a way of encouraging us. Just like I love what y'all go check out Selena's last live. Duke Farrell, he was talking about edification. You know
Right.
what I mean? He was talking about using your words and
To
using
edify.
to edify and to build you up, to lift you up. And that's what I'm all about that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, you don't understand how, you know, your words are very important. And we need encouragement. Us men need encouragement. And vice versa. Of course, you guys need encouragement from us as well. You know what I mean?
I
But
was
I'm
gonna
just
say I
speaking
think it
that
goes both ways,
it goes
but you
both ways,
speaking
of
from a
course.
male perspective.
Exactly. I'm speaking from a male's perspective. So it's just, it's nothing like having a woman just telling you, hey, I got you. I think that, you can do this. You know, you you know, you the world is yours. Let's do this, you know. And it doesn't even have to be, sis, it doesn't even have to be, you don't even have to be in a relationship. It could be like, I speak highly of my mom all the time, and
Hmm.
my mom had a way with words with me. One of the reasons why I I uh, I have a mindset today is because of my mom. Joe Delaney, Bessie's in the chat.
Hmm.
I don't know how many times Joe has. She does. Sometimes she don't even realize it. She'll say things to me and not realize that that's basically kind of like uh, giving you reassurance. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Giving you,
Blaze.
hey, what's going on, Blaze? What's going on, bro? Giving you encouragement to move forward. You know what I mean? It's nothing like a lady that's on your side, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's your wife, someone you're dating, or whether it's your sister, your mom. You guys have a way with words. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, vice versa. But it's nothing like a female that really cares about you, loves you, and thinks the world of you, and wants you to succeed, wants you to win in life. It's
Hmm.
nothing like that. You know.
Well, you already know how I feel. I think it's both ways. With women as well.
Hmm.
Is you can encourage a woman, by saying you look nice today, or noticing what she's wearing, noticing how she changed her hair, noticing if she got her nails done. Little things like that go a long way. Saying thank you, what you cooked for me, was, it was good. I love the way you cook for me. Da da da. Things like that.
Right.
My favorite verse, and I'm always gonna say it, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will yield its fruit. So you can speak life to someone, and you can speak death to someone. So
Yep. Yep.
as good as you can. If you can speak words of affirmation, people are also good at speaking words. They can curse you now. They can curse you.
Oh yeah.
So
They can curse you.
yeah. So it's always good to have a tongue that speaks life to someone, and words of affirmation is speaking life into someone's life.
Yep.
Male or female, it works both ways.
Let me ask you this: Is how important is it to you to? How important do you think words of affirmation is? Um, Speaking from a lady's perspective, how important do you think it is for a lady to speak, you know, words of affirmation, things that are going to lift the guy up? How important do you think that is?
It's very important. I think you hit on some of the notes. I mean, it makes a man feel like he can take on the world if he has the person that, he adores behind him, giving him those words of encouragement. whether it comes from, your significant other, like you
Mhm.
said, your mom, your best friend. But it
Mhm.
definitely hits different when, you're in a relationship, a positive, strong relationship with someone, and they are there, they can be there at your worst and just, pick you up with just the words that you need to hear at that time.
Right.
It's just it does something to a man. I've witnessed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can definitely change someone's perspective about themselves, how they think about themselves, how they view what happened in a situation, just by the words that you say out of your mouth.
Yep. Yep. And it's one of those things where, for example, I was telling someone about my dreams and aspirations, and
You gonna call it? Hold on, real quick, Blaze. You gonna call it? Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. We talking about love languages, words of affirmation. Yeah, words of affirmation tonight. We always love to see you.
yes, sir. It's always honor. So I was telling someone about my um, goals and dreams and aspirations and all that type of stuff, and whenever I was telling them that, then all of a sudden they was like, "Man, you could do it." And this is female. Like, man, you could do
Yep.
it. If anybody can do it, you can do it. You have the mindset, you have the blah 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 blah. I knew you're special. And I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
so with me, and I'm speaking with me, sis. With me, when you're when I if I'm using the word court. I'm country, y'all. Use the word. If I'm courting a lady, then it's not all about looks with me. You know what I mean? If you can do that, and if you can uh, have encouragement and know how to say the right things at the right times with me, then that's a big plus. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm a.
that's
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no, that's it. You want me to read that?
I'm gonna
Uh,
read this one first because she put this one up first.
okay. You want me to read it?
And we
Or are
were
you good?
talking. You can read it.
Okay. DR says everyone hits different depending on the person who you meet, because sometimes it's a person that can bring different things out of you that you haven't even tapped into yet. That's a great point. That's a great and wonderful point. Um, Different people bring out different things, uh, good or bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then she says most times we are the co-pilot helping fly the plane, encouraging you to fly and land the plane. And if you can't, I got you. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
And I know
I
some
like that.
people don't subscribe to, you know, there. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Who? What if there is a person that um is like an introvert? So they're not a talkative person, but they're with a person whose love language is words of affirmation. How would they then be able to satisfy that love language to that other person if they are such an introvert and they're not really a talkative person?
I think communication is a key, man. That's just, you have to find, if you really care and love that person and they are introverted, I think it has to take a lot of patience and a lot of communication, you know what I mean, to kind of deal with that and maybe bring that person out of their introverted state, you know what I mean? But it takes a lot of patience on that, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I
But
agree. Dr. said what I was thinking. Write notes. Writing a
write
note
notes,
is still a
right?
word. It's still words or
Words,
affirmations, just not coming out of
yes,
your mouth.
right.
I was gonna say also texting. Now this is when text is key. Shoot a quick text. To that person who you may not be able to say it all the time, or you're not good with doing, but you can send a text. Hey babe, thinking about you, or love you, can't wait to see you when you get home, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Text, write a note. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if you can't say it verbally, you can write it down. You can write it down. And then, like you said, at some point, maybe you guys can work on that, bring that out of the person,
Right.
but if not, these are all, that's still a way of getting the words of affirmation, what you need or what you like from that person that you're with. This is the person you're with, but they're not really, they don't talk a lot. They don't voice their feelings a lot. So that always works.
But the question is, sis, and that's a great point that you bring it out as far as someone being introverted. Do you think, regardless of who it is, if they're introverts, do you believe that the introvert needs to learn how to effectively communicate more, even though they are introverted? Or do you think that the one that they're dealing with needs to be more understanding with them as an introvert? I guess what I'm saying is, does the introvert need to, do you, in your opinion, you think the introvert needs to come out of that when it comes to
coming out
communicating,
of it? I know what you're
communicating
saying.
Communicating
Right.
your love, yeah.
I don't think that. So for me, if that's not something that, unless they want to change, I'm not into changing people, right? If that's not something that they are comfortable with doing, then I think and that person still cares about that person, or loves that person, then obviously you're gonna find ways to work that out. Is that necessary? Is that a deal breaker for you? Is that something that you have to have? I doubt it. I believe that they can compromise on that. But unless that person, that introvert, really is like, this is what I am, this is the way I am, but I'm not happy with it, I've never been happy with it, and I want to work on it, then obviously you guys can work on it together. But I'm never into, wanting to change someone. If that's who you are, and that's, we met like that, and I accepted you like that, then I'm not coming to the table trying to change you. Now,
Right.
if you say you want to, I recognize this in myself, and it's something that I would like to work on, then of course, we could work on it. But I'm not going to be like, oh, well, this is something that I like to hear. I like for you to tell me what you feel about me, or how you care about me, or what I look like. And that's, if you accepted them before that, like that, then I don't feel you should come and try to change someone.
Right.
If that's something that you accepted, when you guys first met.
Yeah, Gazella says the introvert, and she's like, the introvert needs to learn, and other person needs to be patient while they do.
If they want to learn, but I don't think you should want to change them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they want to do it, but I'm not into like saying, oh, well, this is something you need to change. I feel it should be something that they, naturally, organically realize and recognize in themselves and want to change it.
Sandra says they'll find it. It'll come at the right time, I believe, even for the introvert.
Yeah. What did Blaze say? What was that, DR?
DR's talking about leaving notes. She said when you get in the car, you left a note.
Leave a love note.
Left a love note in the bottom, and it falls down the lap.
Those things are sweet. And people are like, oh, that's some Hallmark shit. I mean, sometimes Hallmark work.
Yeah, Hallmark works, bro.
Some people like the Hallmark. You got to meet people where they are.
Yep. So Blaze says, as the old saying goes, be careful with your words. Once they're said, they can only be forgiven, not forgotten. The same way you have to watch your steps, you have to be mindful of what you say.
Oh, absolutely.
That is a very profound statement there, Blaze. Very profound statement.
I live by that. I've never heard it spoken that way, but I've always, once I got older and I understood that my words can cut, I learned to, like he said, they can be forgiven but not forgotten. It's certain things you can never walk back when you say it. Once it come out your mouth, and if it's piercing, if it's cold and it's calculated, yeah, that person may forgive you, but they will never forget. So I guard my mouth very well, especially in my relationship,
Yeah.
in my marriage, because I used to be one of those people that could run off at the mouth and say some cold calculated mess to people that I was, dating. And, to this day, they'll bring
Oh, they bring it
they'll
up
bring it
now.
up. Yes. And so I knew, but I understood that about myself. And I was like, there's no way I could have a decent relationship with the mouth that I had, with the things that, that I could say. So, definitely what he said is true.
Right. Dr. says because at the end of the day, you want to please your person, and
Absolutely.
that's the bottom line. Because as it says, if you care about a person, you'll want to make sure they know and feel your love, and sometimes that means
Absolutely.
changing yourself.
Yep.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
really,
Thank you.
all you guys are preaching, boy.
They hitting. Okay. I'm
Y'all on
telling you.
point. Celine
It,
says right. Oh, I'm sorry. I love men
oh,
who are
go ahead.
thoughtful. Oh, she just said she
Yes.
loves men who are thoughtful. Yeah. Yeah,
It,
y'all
it
are
goes a
hit.
long way. It goes a long way. Men who you bring life to your significant other. Women love to hear it too. Men love to hear it. Men feel like I can go on and take on the world if that person is with them and they feel like she got my back. She, no matter what, I know she got my back. That does something to a man. And the same with a woman. If she knows that her man, is only thinking of her, and, is saying, is saying the right things, or, telling them how much they love you, or, how good you look, that goes a long way. Then she's not that person, that woman won't be like, well, if you came home 10 minutes late from work, well, where was you? They're not
Right.
thinking about that because they know who they're with.
Right.
It's kind
Right.
of a, you kind of assure them with your
Mhm.
words.
Right. And it's nothing like having reassurance.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
as a man, your lady is like, hey man, I got your back. What's going on? I miss him.
Dr. said, she
Oh
said,
yeah,
oh yeah, you gonna feel
you gonna
me.
feel me.
I think she's talking about what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
them cold words they ain't nothing to play with.
Oh, my bad.
Did you read that one?
I haven't read it. It says, was on my Hallmark game heavy back. I was in my Hallmark game heavy back in the middle school and
Middle
high
school.
school. I would make a mixed CD and leave it on her locker with a chocolate robe. Oh, you got
Oh, he
game,
had
boy.
game. That's game right
Hey
there.
man, that's all right there.
He
Yeah,
had
that's
him, Blaze
hey,
had him running after him.
hey man, Blaze, you thought outside of the box, bro.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah.
Dr. said they should want to become a better version of they should want you to become a better version of yourself if you don't feel that from someone they're not it, period. Yeah.
Yep.
I do agree with that. They should want you to become a better version of yourself.
Well,
Absolutely.
let me ask you guys something. Speaking of what she just said, she said, can I read that again?
Oh,
She
yeah,
said,
yeah.
She said they should want you to become a better version of yourself. If you don't feel that from someone, they're not it. Period. So how can you help someone become a better version of themselves, even though ultimately it's their decision to change
Mm-hmm.
and to
Mm-hmm.
be a better person? But
Mm-hmm.
how can you make your person be a better version of themselves? What do you guys think? I mean,
I do believe that you can make someone a better version of yourself. You should never want to be the same person that you were, 5 years ago, right? 2
Correct.
years ago. You should
Correct.
always want to evolve and be better anyways. Anywho, but some people are stunted in their growth for whatever reason. Maybe it's,
Hmm.
they don't see themselves the way other people see them for whatever reason, or they maybe experiencing some type of, emotional instability for, uh, the reason why they're not looking at themselves or not evolving. So I do believe, words of affirmation, or, telling someone, or, talking to someone, encouraging them, or, telling them what you feel you see in them helps people evolve, helps a person evolve. Like I said, I've seen it firsthand. So, you can encourage someone into being their better self. Some people may say, well, they should want to do it for their own selves, but not everybody's built the same. If everybody was built the same and everybody did what they were supposed to do, then this world would be boring, quite
Right. Right.
frankly. So I do believe that people can be talked into being a better version of themselves just by the words that you say to them.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I think a lot of men sometimes they might look at a lady trying to help them to be a better version of themselves by they might think that that's a lady trying to change them all the way around. I it's not that, you know what I mean. Sometimes man has to swallow their pride and be like, hey man, she sees something in me that I don't see in myself. uh she sees that I can be a better person, I can evolve, you know what I
Right.
mean.
But it's the
Everything in
way
life
you
evolves.
say it.
It's the
It's
way
the
you
way
say
you
it.
say it. Yeah,
Right.
I'm quite sure if you're with a woman and she's just nagging you about what you ain't did and how you should be at, you should have been did this, or you should have been at this level. I'm quite sure you're not going to take it that way based on the way they're saying it to you, right?
Right.
If they're
Correct.
being if they're saying it in a harsh way, well, at your age you should have been da 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 da, then
Correct.
obviously that's not the way to say it. But if uh you're being kind of like, I hate to say it this way, but it is what it is. You're being stroked a little bit. You're
Right.
being stroked a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in
Right.
a way that makes you feel like, wow, the goal is to get you to see yourself. And if the goal is to get you to see yourself, that you get more with kind. You can get someone to see themselves better by, being kind, being um empathetic, being, you know, just a person that they can talk to. Sometimes people don't move forward because they are afraid to talk about their fears, or what they haven't done to anybody, because
Right.
saying it out loud is like admitting that you in your mind that you're a failure. And if
How,
you can, oh, go ahead.
how can a person have that inviting spirit though, have that inviting attitude to where they, a person can be comfortable coming to them? Like how can they, you see what I'm saying? How can you have that inviting type uh aura about yourself? What do you think, sis?
Or you mean the type of woman that it
Yeah,
takes to
yeah,
be like that?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you just have to be, you have to have that. you you how can I say this? The
Good night, Selena.
Good night, Selena. You been up.
She's leaving. She been up.
Okay, you been up. Salute to
Happy
you.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Is it her birthday yet? It's not midnight.
No, not yet.
But happy birthday, Selena. Everybody say happy birthday to Selena. Her birthday is tomorrow.
I should have sang happy birthday to you.
You should have. I was trying to get him to sing happy birthday to you.
But I'm sorry.
It is. I'm sorry. And I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, wait, there's a whole whoa, dang.
Ooh,
We
man,
wait,
we missed
whoa,
some.
we
We missed. We
unlocked.
missed.
Damn. Hold on.
Man, we chat is lit. Man,
Wait, this was one I wanted to get. He said, "My grandfather taught me anything worthwhile will require work," and he was right. You need to tell some of these other folks that feel that people need to come 100%. Thank you, Blaze. I agree with you. You know, it takes some work. You know, it ain't whatever's worth having does take a little something, little elbow. What do you call it? Little elbow grease?
little
Just a
elbow grease.
little elbow grease. You know, it is what it is. No, I'm not. I know I'm not saying you should want to be a better. You should. No, I'm saying you should want to be a better version of yourself. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What do you say? Thoughtfulness matters to the right person. It provides reassurance and lets your better half know that you've always been listening and paying attention, even to the smallest detail. Yes, thoughtfulness. Absolutely. Joe said, when you meet someone that has no belief in themselves and you can help them believe in themselves, that's very important to me. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And and
Yeah.
I know that doesn't resonate with, certain ideologies out there with certain men nowadays, but not every man is the same, right?
Right. Right. Right.
You got to find your tribe. Got to find your tribe. Sandra says, I think so. You being the best you can be, always it attracts. People want what others have. When you see the better in you, when they see the better in you, they want it too. Yes. Yes. When they see the better in you, they want that too. What are you laughing at?
Dr.
Oh Lord. Urban said there are people who are completely at peace with who they are and don't care about evolution. You have to accept that and not manipulate change. Absolutely. But I do agree with that. There are some people who are okay with themselves, but we talking to the ones who see that they want something different. Like I said,
Yep.
if you're that person who, is happy the way they are, keep it pushing, keep it doing, keep it going. But if you're with someone that sees something in you and, but you're like, I'm happy where I'm at, then yeah, obviously y'all not compatible, right? That would
Right.
you say that person they're compatible? Maybe they should find someone who's more into, letting you be. You don't want to evolve. But I feel that we're always learning, we're always growing. So evolution is just you're gonna grow. You're gonna change. You're gonna
Right.
change your
Right.
mindset, you're gonna change the way you look at things. So I believe people do evolve. You know, that's just me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. For Not to say that I was a nutcase or anything like that. Just saying I was not where I need to be. So sometimes you need what we're talking about. You need those words of affirmation from people to help you along the way. So that's all I'm saying. You know, it takes the ladies. You don't understand how if you it's what you say, how you say it, when you say it. All those things are important. You know what I'm saying? So very much true.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are some people that, are happy where they are. And I say just make sure you with the person that's also happy where they are as well. And y'all two can be happy together where you are. It's when you kind of get with someone that, and I don't want to use this as a biblical, unequally yoked. You guys are not. So I won't say that. You guys don't see things the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it causes, that's when you can, it can you get into your rough patches.
Mm-hmm.
When someone is, there was some communication that should have happened when you first got together that didn't happen, and now you may be knee deep in a relationship and you noticing that this ain't what I thought. He ain't, or she ain't doing, she's not, responding, or she's not, I thought this person was a different person. It can happen. You can get with someone that is like Urban was saying, they're happy where they are. No evolution needed. They don't feel they need to grow. They good. But then when you get with someone who is not that way, or is may have a difference of opinion with regards to that, then that can be a point of contention in your relationship.
Right.
So do you stay, or do you bump?
Man,
How do you determine that?
you have to get. It's nothing wrong with giving someone a chance and having it. Like I said, giving someone a chance and giving someone patience, encouragement. But you have to be patient. But
Right.
If someone doesn't want to change, and it's gonna affect you, and it's gonna affect you, and then you're going to end up probably being bitter.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's time for you to break camp. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
because I guess it depends on what it is that they don't want. They feel that they good with. Are we talking about, I don't eat chicken, I don't want no beef? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are you laughing at? She said, I don't have patience.
Yeah, she said, I don't have patience. I'm too old. That's what I'm laughing at.
Okay. I guess it just depends on what it is that they don't want to change, or what they feel, like I said, I met my husband and he was eating my vegetables in my food. Then when we didn't marry, I don't like vegetables. We had a point of contention at this point. Like, I don't like vegetables. I'm like, you was eating all them vegetables in my food. Now you don't like vegetables. And I love vegetables. So what did I do? I blend them suckers up. Do we eat them now? He suck it out of a straw. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
He pureeing them mugs.
I puree the hell out them Mickey Figgies, and he eat them fruits and vegetables now. Yes, he do. And when I put it in my food, I puree the hell out of it and put it in the food. His thing was he didn't want to see it. If he saw it, he's like, I don't want that. He didn't want you to pick it out. He's like, it was in there. You cooked with it. I see it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
That's so funny, man.
That's just with food. I'm just using food as an example. What did Urban say?
Yes,
No, it has to be a level of respect. If y'all can't respect each other's differences, then don't be together, period.
exactly,
And that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. But if that person, so that's what I'm saying. But obviously, I'm going to say obviously, maybe that person thought that they would change down the line. Maybe. But if this was a part of their conversation when they first met, then I would say they shouldn't be together. They shouldn't have never got together. So that's what I'm saying. At some point, somebody missed the mark. They didn't ask the question, or they thought, when I get in there, maybe I can change it, or maybe he gonna want to change eventually, and that didn't happen. So I get what you're saying. You should respect it, absolutely. But if y'all together, that means something transpired. Some words, maybe some words didn't transpire, and then you're with that person now, and they it's not working.
Right. Dr. She said, "See, the thing about me, I'm gonna give you the blue." I didn't see
Right.
her. I didn't see her saying,
Okay.
see, man, I'm gonna give you the. I'm gonna give you the
Yeah,
blueprint.
for sure. For sure. Tell them. Tell them up front. Don't
Communi-
hide. Don't hide. Don't hide it.
communication, man.
Don't
Communication.
hide you don't eat vegetables. Don't do that. I'm just,
I'm,
I'm a pure radio shit. I'm a pure
I'm,
radio.
I'm, I'm with bro. Some of these vegetables, man, onions and all that. Oh, no. So
So he,
anyway,
Urban
he
said,
said,
honestly,
honestly,
that's
that's
why. Go ahead.
go ahead.
We started reading at the same time.
Honestly, that's why I don't participate in the love languages. To me, it creates a sense of entitlement. I believe true love should be free, expression by choice and not expectation.
Mm, I don't, you might have to.
Um,
Can you explain that one for me?
yeah, I would like for him to. You don't have to drop the link.
I knew you was
Well,
gonna say it.
well, he can. He. My question is, I'm trying to get an understanding of what he means. How does that create a sense of entitlement with
Yeah.
people? Do you mean that that whenever you participate in a love language quiz or test and you get your
Or just in
results,
your relationship.
or and you feel like, I don't know, I have a question on that. I'm just curious, you know.
I am too.
I'm
Because
just
I'm gonna
curious.
say I'm gonna say this. I would say there are archetypes or types of individuals that a love language is not for. So I would say, there's is- if this doesn't float your boat, then by all means, you know, pass it on. But for a lot of people, I know a lot of folks that it has definitely helped, definitely helped their relationship. But
They've understood.
if
They've understood themselves, you know.
right, and I think it's more so for people who don't have a sense of understanding who they are, what they like. And I know for some people they may say, well, at this age you should know, but we're you can't take that. I think we take that for granted. It's a lot of folks walking around here that really don't know themselves, and they're of age. They're of an adult age, but they really have no idea what they want, who they are, where they're going. And I know that could be sad to say, or to hear that. Or some people may say, "Well, that's damn sad." Well, it's some sad folks walking around here, but does that mean that you just leave them where they are, or do you give them the tools to help themselves find out who they are?
Right.
And I
Um.
think this would be for them.
Right. We'll. You know what, sis? We'll drop the link. We'll give a couple of commercials, but I would like for Urban. Let me read what he said again. And he says, Honestly, that's why I don't participate in love languages. To me, it creates a sense of entitlement. I believe true love should be free, expression by choice and not expectation. And I have questions on that, and my brother Urban is very, very opinionated. I just want to know, he says, well, let me read. DR says, Urban, we need some clarification on the entitlement part.
All right.
Simone Bolívar says, I believe you have to teach people how to treat and love you. That's
Yep.
where the communication comes in. You
Yep.
can be showing love the way you like to receive love, but that may not be how they receive love. Urban says it becomes an expectation rather than doing it simply because you love and respect and appreciate each other.
It becomes a expectation.
So it becomes an expectation. You're gonna have to come up on the
Yeah, you're
panel.
gonna have to come over here and explain. But
Joe says, I think a person knowing their own love language, it helps you understand what to communicate yourself. Yeah.
absolutely.
I that's what I get out of taking those, those things. It helps you know yourself better. Yes.
Absolutely.
DR says some people make it so complicated. I'm actually not hard to please. Yeah, a lot of people say that, DR, that they're not hard to please, but then when it comes down to it,
They
they
do.
make it hard.
They make it hard. Right.
So,
They make it
but
hard.
I tell you what, sis, we'll take a
Commercial?
few commercials and then we're gonna drop the link. And Urban, anybody can hit the link. Anybody can hit the link, man, and we can discuss the topic at hand. You know what I mean? So we'll be right after these messages. We'll be right
back.
back.
Did you really?
I'll let you introduce this one.
You guys, this is I'm gonna play the intro to our podcast, Disrupt and Discuss with me and Casey. I don't know if Casey is still in the building, but this is the intro to our podcast. So I'm a little nervous. But without further ado, you guys, this is our intro to Disrupt and Discuss.
Welcome to Disrupt and Discuss with your hosts, E and Casey. A Boucher Ventures production brought to you by Just Eat TV and My Herba by the Fitness Collective. Now, without any further ado, disrupt and discuss.
Wow.
Oh my god. That was our first intro that we've ever done. So it was, it was fun to, get created. And we're excited about the new podcast, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys listen to us and interact with us. So yes, that's Disrupt and Discuss with me and Casey.
Salute to Miss Casey, My Herba. Salute to Big Sis.
And she has her own. Yeah, she has her own supplement company, My Herba. So and we're both from the Bay Area, so we both Bay Area born. It's gonna be a fun time. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That is sharp. That is awesome. I can't wait to hear you guys.
I've never had no
man.
voiceover. I'm used to having like music, but then for the audio, you can't just have music. You have to like introduce yourself. So that was the first time we did something like introducing yourself.
Right. That's all right there. That is sharp, man. Y'all be sure to stay tuned for that. December 1st, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the first week of December. Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Angelo? Salute to Angelo, Big Red.
Hey, brother. Hey.
What's going on, bro?
He came in. Did you see? Okay, I was on his he got a short out.
Yeah.
He put out today. Did you see that?
I haven't seen it. He has
no. It's not him, but it's yeah.
I have to look at it. He comments on I follow him on TikTok, and of course he follows us both on YouTube.
Yes.
And I'll post my stuff or workout, or I post, a selfie, and he's like, "Bro, I need some help catching some coons." He said, "I need your country ass to help me catch some coons."
Okay.
Oh, it's
coon
just
catching.
Coon catching.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Angelo. Shout out to bro.
Shout out to Angelo. Shout out to the brother.
So look, man, I cannot wait to that was sharp. Yeah, that was sharp.
Yeah. Because I'm airing my Boucher Ventures is my production company.
Okay. I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
So that's the name of the. What does it say it again?
Yeah. Boucher Production.
Boucher
Boucher Productions.
Gotcha. That I was like, I don't know if you saw me in the background. I had my mouth open. I was like, oh wow. And it was just, that's all right. You got the San Francisco Bridge again. Was that what that was?
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
That was all right.
That's
all. Yes, I agree. Yeah, the Yay area. Yeah, it was very professional. Yes. Yeah. Man. I can't wait to look at what you guys talk about, man. It's all right. Yeah, she said
I actually do have hips though. I ain't got Selena hips. I ain't got Selena hips, but I got hips.
You know, select.
Nonetheless.
I mean, sis is Amazon, y'all. She ain't nobody you want to run up on. Sis is Amazon.
Okay. Especially when I got my heels on.
So you got your heels on.
I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1" in heels.
Shit, probably
Or
6'2".
6'2". Yeah, 6'2".
I'm gonna say 6'2"
wear
with them heels.
Yeah, I'll be wearing 4-inch, 5-inch heels. So yeah, about 6'2".
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna say
heels.
6'2". Yeah, the link is dropped, everyone. Urban. Before we would like to hear from you guys. Guys, hit the link and just whoever wants to. It's open to anyone. Whoever wants to hit the link and discuss about the topic that we talked about. I thought this is a great topic. You know what I mean? You know, love
Absolutely.
languages, words of affirmation. You know, we did a test on me. If you just we did the love language test on me earlier. If you guys, if some of you are ghost watching and you just turn it in, so very interesting. So, but whoever wants to hit the link, you can. Sis, I like this. You know, I told you this love language stuff. You know, you can get, you know, this love language. You know, we could talk for ever on this type of stuff right here. You know,
Yeah, the different ones. I'm glad we didn't go into all of them
right,
in
right,
one night.
right.
You know, because each one deserves its own, you know, time to, you know, discuss. And this one is very, I think it's the most pertinent for me because, you know, like I said, words are very powerful. Words have meaning. And I know, you know, we got, where is Urban? Where are you?
What's going on, Davin? That's my bro right there. That's
Davin? Hey, Davin.
that's my iron bro. We are beast
Yo,
brothers for life. You know what I mean? We are iron
Beast
brothers
for life.
beast brothers for life. That dude
All
there
right
is
now.
so he you know, my bro is from New Jersey and I've been following him for a number of years and dude is a beast. So health and wealth and fitness and all of that stuff.
Oh, okay. I love
He's the man. So
I love it. I love it. I
that's
love anybody
my bro.
talking about health and wellness.
Yeah,
If you
man.
can't already tell.
Yeah, if you think Diesel is a beast in the gym and this dude
We
here,
can't even get Diesel over here to talk.
well, you know, Diesel.
If you in the bushes, if you in the bushes, Diesel.
But the
trying to
link
get
is
you up here.
but the link is pinned. If anybody wants to come up and discuss about the topic that we discussed about before we end this journey, I want to thank everybody for being interactive. Man, this chat was lit.
I know.
Everybody,
we got some good on both sides. We got
Yeah.
both perspectives, I think. Because Urban, he's coming with, you know, a different perspective, which I always respect.
absolutely.
Because you have to, we always can't be in our echo chambers. So I always like to hear, you know, someone who has a opposite opinion of something. Because, you know, I may not have considered, you know, what he was saying.
Right.
regards to it.
But I thought he brought up, you know, I just wanted him to kind of like
Expound.
elaborate and expound. You know, you see that right there. You see that, right?
What?
You see that, right? That's, you know,
Beast
we
brothers
are.
for life.
That's
Do you call them? I thought you call them meatheads. Don't you call it meatheads?
we are meatheads. That
Okay,
too.
you're meatheads. That's what you call them, right? Meatheads. Okay,
Yeah.
you're a meathead.
Yeah.
Hey, Devin, nice to meet you.
Yeah. We're meatheads, bro. But yeah.
Yep. And for what? And Dr. said, and for what works for some may not work for others. Exactly. I think it's, you know, a personality. You know, some people, we live in a world, in a society now that, you know, has traditional and non-traditional. You know, some people, you know, have their way of looking at things. We have people who subscribe to different religions, different,
Yep.
sexualities, different,
Yep.
what do you call it? What do you call them? People who, they like to have more man that likes to have more than one wife. What do you call them people?
Uh,
More than one woman. You got to have a whole
I,
tribe around them. Was it polyamorous or
polyamor,
them
and
poly,
yeah,
right. So I don't think for this, that would be, for someone who's non-traditional, someone who,
polygamy.
polygamy. Thank you. Someone who's polygamous, things of that nature. Someone who doesn't believe in deep relationships. Some people just view, being in a relationship as, it's just, it doesn't need to get too deep. We together, I'm with you, you with me, and we get along, and that's fine. So, if it don't work for you, pass it on. Pass it on.
Yeah. Devin and I talk behind the scenes. He's, he's another brother. He said health and wealth is extremely important in our community.
Yes.
I think health and wealth is
should be extremely important
it
in
should,
our community.
But with me, it's intertwined, and Davin and I, we talked about it. It's intertwined with mental health as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I could talk about this all day long, and so can he. And we're gonna have a panel on this.
Yes, he is.
So,
Yes,
Davin, I want you to be a part of that, and I'm going to go live on IG, and men who like to get in the gym and you like to better yourselves. I want you guys to hop up on the panel. I want you guys to join me. So, but yes,
the man of the moment is here.
Yeah, we're humble meatheads. There he is.
Humble meathead. The man of the moment.
There he is.
Hey.
My
Don't be
bad,
looking-
y'all.
Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look, Urban.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I had to go take the trash out real quick.
Oh, you got that duty. Got you.
Yeah.
But Urban is here on the panel, and he had a statement that we wanted him to elaborate on. And Urban is
He's a good expounder.
Urban. I love listening to Urban. And what I do I like someone who doesn't go with the norm. You know what I mean? Who goes against the grain. Like I was talking about in Selena's panel earlier today. I love someone who stands on their square, even though it's not popular. Urban's one of those guys, like, he does not give a damn if it's popular. He's just going to say what he believes in, and I love it. But we wanted him to expound on this. He was saying, and I got it here, he says,
Okay, there you go.
that's why I don't participate in love languages. To me, it creates a sense of entitlement. I believe true love should be free expression by choice and not expectation. And so a lot of us, myself included, when he says, to me, it creates a sense of entitlement. So I'm glad Urban is here on the panel, my big bro, Urban. Urban, explain yourself, young man. Go ahead, and the floor is yours. Go ahead, cook.
Well, first of all, salute to the chat. Secondly of all, what happened was that somebody created a troll account, and they're just using my picture, and they gonna come in and all this stuff on here. I don't even know what y'all talking about, man, at all. Do that really sound like something I would say? I mean, do that really sound like something I would actually say?
Shut up. I'm over here screaming with the mute button on. Oh my God. I'm over here screaming with the mute button on. No, you didn't. He's like, that's a troll. That's a troll.
I don't know how in the world y'all gave a troll a wrench, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying. Hey, I got your moderators checking my channel out right now. Like, hold on, let me check and make sure this is not a troll. This is him.
Yes, yes. I am hollering right now. I mean, he said to the 10th power.
To the 10th power, man. Yes, you do. Oh man, should we got our laugh for tonight? But not on the cool though.
Don
go,
go.
Don DeMarco, go. Now the other drop. That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit. Okay, that's what it is right there. That's the one.
But now on the cool though, I could expound on the cool though. All right, so this is just me personally. All right, it's just me and my anecdotal experience dealing with dating. Okay, and by me being married as well too. Right. So the reason why I say I don't operate under the love language is because I'm already that type of person who's going to be observant of, whoever I'm in a relationship with anyway. The reason why I'm observant like that is because if I could treat myself the same way how I expect others to be treated, then that's how the way it should be projected, right? So I'm not going to put no rules or expectation on my on my other person to do that, because it should be already be understood as grown adults. That's how I'm saying. But when you create expectations, you create rules. When you create rules, then you have to abide by them rules. Then if you don't abide by them certain set rules, then guess what? It creates a disconnect in the relationship. Like say for example, you say that your love language is physical touch, right? So you're gonna be having an expectation for your either your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, or wife to always physically touch you at some point during the day, whether it's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, wherever it is that you agree upon. You're going to want them to do that to you. But the moment when they don't do that to you, guess what? You're going to have a problem with it. Yeah. Guess what? You're going to confront them about that as well too, right? And guess what? It's going to create controversy. And guess what? Y'all going to be up here going to see a therapist, marriage counselor. You're going to go see a pastor. Be separate telling them, oh my God, my person didn't slap me on my booty today. They knew that was my love when they were trying to dare them. So that's why I'm saying that it should be no expectation behind it. It should be already be understood by you just knowing who your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend is. Period. Like with my wife, I don't have no requirements or expectation because I already know the expectations. Anyway, I already know that my wife requires certain type of things, and I do it. Not because she forced me to do it, because I willfully want to do it. And even if I don't do it, guess what? She don't have a problem when I don't do it.
Okay. But is it forcing her to do it? Is that I think what you're saying is that these love languages is it's forcing someone to, after it's identified that, it's an expectation that this is something that always needs to be done. And I don't view it as such. I view it as just a way of understanding. That's an extra layer of knowing what the person that you're with, what they like, if you didn't already know it, and for you, Urban, you're very self-aware. So this ain't for you. That's why I say this is not for someone who is very, what would you call it? You was throwing these acronyms at me last week and I had to go emotionally intelligent.
Emotionally intelligent.
So yeah, it's not for, I would say that this is not for the emotional intelligent or intelligia, right? This is for someone who struggles or doesn't have that.
But see, that comes back to the point of where you in that courtship phase, right? Where you're supposed to be vetting out the person, right? Throughout that process, you are already supposed to be learning about them. It shouldn't be no expectation that, hey, that I like this, that, and that, and that. So I'm requiring you to do as such. Versus that you should already know that expectation by you vetting them out, correct? Right? So, I mean, I agree with you on that. That's how the way I said I'm very self-aware. I have a lot of emotional intelligence. I literally study the person who I'm in a relationship with, so I know
Right.
what to give to them, and I also communicate to them as well too that I'm not going to be able to do that for you all the time. So just get an understanding of that. The reason why is because maybe I don't feel like doing it. Maybe because I'm human and I'm just physically unable to do it at the current moment or whatever case may be. But they have to be put out there as well too. But it's the reason why I challenge that because there are people out there who make the level language an actual requirement in their relationship. And if you don't fulfill these requirements, then guess what? They're terminating their relationship.
Okay, so
Not
they're
saying
making
everybody.
Okay,
Before-
so there's
before-
some people that make it a rule and not the exception.
But with that being said, we got some good points in the chat. Like DR said, it's a guideline, not necessarily a rule. And Gazella
Right.
said it's a teaching tool, not an expectation, in her
Right.
opinion.
Right. 'Cause
So-
just because I like my husband to slap me on my backside, I don't
Booty.
expect it every day. Booty, booty, booty.
But it be working everywhere. Huh?
I don't expect it. I don't expect it every day. You know what I'm saying? But if he do it, I'll be like, all right now, okay. I see you. I see you. But I don't expect
once
that
again,
every day.
But once again, there are people out there, especially in modern day dating, that is the expectation. They use instead of using the love language as a guideline or as a blueprint, they literally use it religiously. Matter of fact, that's the same concept with religion. Christianity is right. Christianity is a blueprint to help people to live a better life. But people take it to the extreme where they start creating all these rules that you got to do. You got to attend the church. You got to do this for the pastor. You got to do this and do that. Where it no longer becomes a blueprint. It becomes an expectation.
Okay. I'm a agree a little bit, but I'm a disagree. But that's for another show.
Well, in some Christianity circles, it's a major expectation with something, but
That's more so
shouldn't be that.
tradition.
Yes,
that's,
yeah,
that's
what you
more
did-
traditional
yeah.
mess. That's not
Yeah.
even in the Bible. Half that stuff ain't even in
Right.
the Bible. So
right.
yeah.
Me and you, sis,
Mhm.
we was like, yeah, some people like that, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And,
You know,
and once again, I'm just generalizing. I'm not saying that this is the mindset of everybody. My pushback is only for those who have this actual mindset, and that's why I wanted to throw it out there to y'all that hey,
yeah,
Right.
there are people out here that think differently like this for real.
I can understand
I
where you're
experienced
coming
it.
from. I can understand where you could when someone can take a test like that and they can see what type of person they are, and then they take that as a means to throw it up in someone's face. Like, look, you see this? I am a person that loves to be touched on. So you need to touch me. You need to slap my booty. You need to grab my booty. You need to grab this. You need to grab, and that's what I deserve because that's what my love language test said. I can see what you're saying on that right
The
there.
entitlement, absolutely. Yep.
Entitlement. I can see that.
Mhm.
But and I see where you're coming from now, and that explains why you put what you put. But a lot of people do not have the same sentiment as like myself or someone else that will take a test or take something like that and to learn about themselves to be better lovers or be better whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even look at that as a mindset of look, my quality time. You know what I mean? Whoever I choose to date, they need to spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? I looked at that as self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Not what someone can do for me. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at it as self-reflection of what I can be better at. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get where you're coming from though, Urban. And now that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because some people can take that and say, look, I deserve this. You see what type of person I represent as a love language, I deserve this. You know what I'm saying? I see where you come from.
Hey, check this out too, y'all. Check this out. The reason why I'm saying this once again is based on my own anecdotal experience. Now, when I was out there in the dating market dealing with these modern day women, I came across a few of them where we was getting to know each other, right? When we went out on them coffee dates or whatever, right? They had the audacity to throw out to me like, oh, okay, what's your five love language? I like, what? What's your five love language? I like, well, why is that relevant? Because I feel that that's important in a relationship because you got to understand each other five love languages. I'm like, okay. I like, well, I really don't subscribe to the five love languages. I know what it is, but I don't subscribe to it. Oh, really? No, I don't. Well, my five love language is act of service, quality time, and all this other stuff. And so I feel like that my partner should do the same as that thing for me that I'm asking about. Like, well, first of all, I ain't gonna be your partner. Second of all, yeah, you're not gonna put this expectation on me, period, for me to do these certain things for you. It gotta be something that I choose to do. Now, the only way I would do that is because I'm learning you and I'm studying you, and I know certain things that you like, I know certain things that you dislike, and I know the boundaries and I know how to overall respect you. Now, if you can't understand that, then we don't need to talk. But once again, I'm telling y'all this because there are women, and I hate to say this, men too, they're out there who utilize this for the wrong purposes other than what y'all originally stated it to be used for as a blueprint.
I was just going to say that because,
Right.
especially with the acts of service, we don't want to get into that. Then you get into what you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, there you go. There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying, I'm telling the truth. The acts of service can get out of hand. Now, I'm just saying because that is just one of those things where people can take a really legitimate type discussion like we're having and take things and pervert it. You know what I mean? And just kind of just go haywire with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want you to I want my hair and do you love me? Then I should be. Do you love me? Do you want me? You want your woman, or you want your woman to be the best? You want your woman to have the best? Then I need these acts of services done.
Yeah.
So
Just up here asking for your whole paycheck, getting their nails done, hair done. Man, I even had someone had the audacity to tell me that I need to pay for them a babysitter just to go out on a date with them.
oh wow.
It's wild out here in this dating market. I know DR don't like that word market, but in reality, that's what it is. It's literally what it is in modern day. So if you're currently married right now, thank God that you're in a good relationship and stay in that relationship as long as it's not toxic. Because out here in the actual dating market, it is wild. It is wild out in those streets for real.
I don't think I would survive if I wasn't married. I don't think I would survive in this dating market. I really don't. Because I listen to all these different rules and regulations and expectations, and I'm like, wow, it was never that hard. It was never this hard to find a mate back in the day. And I think did we
not at
talk
all.
about this? Was it with you, or I think it was at KC. Maybe this is when you doing two different shows. When when I got with my husband, it was we met through people. We met through a person that I knew and he knew. And a lot of times that's how people met. They met through, not on a dating app, not on social media, where we had some type of we had a connection with someone, whether we met at a family function, a barbecue, a hangout, your cousin's friend, it was always some type of where somebody knew this person. So at the end of the day, they'll be like, he ain't, he cute, but he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. There's no mediator. There's no middle person. There's no liaison really today. And I think that's a whole nother animal within itself. People meeting people and they're faking their lives out here on social media. And you really don't even know who you're dealing with half the time. I tip my hat to y'all. Sometimes when I think about what y'all have to go through, I tip my hat to people who are single right now in this dating market. Because man, it's different.
Man,
Very different.
It's I let y'all, because man, it's very complex and it's very discouraging, especially since that's the reason why I need to do like you, and I need a detox from social media, because whenever I look at some of these folks talk about stuff that I have not, you know what I mean? I'm like, what in the world is going on? And what's sad is that you got people listening to this and they subscribe to this and they oh, this is normal. No, it's not, bruh. You know what I mean?
It's not.
No, it's not. There is no feelings. There's no love. There's none of that morals. None of that's involved in anything. You know what I mean? So good luck to all of you modern day women and modern day guys out here that are dating and all that. Good luck with you.
Do you think, Urban, the modern woman of today, do you think that they could ever become a traditional woman, or could they ever become marriage material?
I believe that some of them are capable of becoming traditional women, but not all of them.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because a lot of them are too far gone. That's why.
Oh, they're too far gone. Gotcha.
Yeah, they too far gone, and that's why I posted in the chat earlier about evolution, right? Because there's some people who's not going to choose to want to change because they're comfortable in that. That is their lifestyle. That is their experience, and they don't want to change for nobody. And you just have to accept that. That doesn't mean that you have to be with them. That just means that you have to accept where they at and just move accordingly.
Right.
It's the same for the men out there too. It's the same thing for the modern day men out there too. There's a lot of modern day men out there who are betas for real. They're up here crying over women and doing all this weird, crazy stuff. And so it's the same thing with that. There's some men who could be traditional men, and there's other ones that just are lost cause. Let them get their passport, bros, and go into another country, get abused. Let them do what they want to do. Who cares?
Exactly. I like what Devin said. He said, my wife and I talk about that all the time. Dating market is a different breed right now. Exactly.
It's a monster.
Man.
I like this, but I get crucified. Gazella said, that's why you gotta be picky. Don DeMarco, go.
I understand. I've never said I don't understand being picky. I'm just saying that at a certain point, if your pickiness continues to, eliminate a person on a continual basis, then maybe, just maybe, I think you're looking at the same person. Maybe you should, change your environment, change what you're looking for, because you keep running into the same person, and you keep picking the same person, but it's a no bueno.
If you're picking the same person, then that's you. You know what I mean? You're the problem. You know what I mean? But
I think
as DR was saying right here, most folks nowadays wearing a mask.
Yeah, we see it on here all the damn time.
It's for real.
Man, all the day. It's literally.
Never mind. We ain't getting into that again.
Yeah, we ain't going there. That's gonna open up a whole bottle of worms.
Yeah, but see, y'all, sis be trolling me on when we talk about stuff like this.
I do.
But But deep down inside, Urban, deep down inside, she knows what I'm talking about. She knows I'm telling
I
the
do.
truth. She knows
I
I'm
do,
telling the
but
truth.
god dang it, I be wanting to take a month off and just come down there and like have a, let's meet SBK and have a lineup. Let's see. have a meet and greet. I need to see what's rolling up on
Hey,
you.
hey, I put it to you this way. It is okay to have differences, and this is another reason why I kind of don't subscribe to this love language thing. All right, because sometimes we be looking for the same instead of accepting differences. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be wanting that person to do the same as that thing or be the same as that thing or think how the way you think and do the things that you want to do. But in reality, that is just not true. That's why I say it's important for you to accept them differences. Like, case in point with me and my wife right now, we're two totally different people. And I love that about her. I love her that she loved things that I love, and I also love that she don't love things that I love as well too. And that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like right now, I'm a content creator, I'm a YouTuber. You will not see my wife nowhere on YouTube or social media or anything like that because she's just not that type of woman to engage like that. But I am.
Yep.
I'm more of a extrovert. She's more of an introvert. That's fine. I accept her like that. It is what it is. What else she enjoy? She enjoy doing things like with cheerleading and different other things like that. I hate that. I don't like that at all, period. But I love her and respect her for that. You know what I'm saying? There'll be times where, I indulge and participate with some of the things she do. Absolutely I do. But that doesn't mean I'm required to do that. And vice versa, that doesn't mean she's required to do the things that I'm doing. I respect her for that. And I believe that that's what happens in the dating market is that you try to go and find these unicorn type of people that you think that they got to do what you do. They got to believe how the way you believe in. They got to do this. They got to do that, and put all these requirements on them. And then once when they don't fulfill that requirement, guess what? You pushing them away. Like, you're not for me. But in reality, that person was for you. You just have to accept the differences. I'm just saying.
Picky.
Yep. Hence picky.
Picky. Okay. Fly out.
Even I'm throw this out here. Even with religion too. Even with religion, sometimes we have to accept the differences with religion because there are different layers of Christianity. You know what I'm saying? There's people who are devout believers of Christianity. There's people who believe in New Age Christianity. There's people who believe in traditional Islam Christianity, which that's Baptist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But even then, you have to find some way to come together and respect them differences where it won't be impeding your relationship. Yeah. Wake up!
You on mute. You on mute.
Oh, I'm up.
Okay, he
All
said,
right,
wake up. What Sandra said, she said, a personal friend of mine once said, run as fast as you can towards Jesus. And after a bit, look to your side and see who's running alongside you. If they keep up, wave them over. She said, come on. Okay.
Not the right hand of fellowship on them.
She said the
right hand fellowship. Come on in.
Come on in. You definitely with your spirituality, you definitely need to be equally yoked. Because that's a problem. That's going to be a problem.
Joe says, here's my belief. People nowadays don't understand loyalty and have the ability to be with one person. Perhaps multiple men in their lives and can't be with one person in a relationship.
I mean, yeah. But I can't believe that that's everybody. Will I say it's a lot of folk? Yes. I believe it's easy to do nowadays, but I just don't believe that's everybody. That's where that's where I just feel that, you know, maybe meeting people through someone sometimes can help with that. I do believe that on here, you know, when you're dealing with apps and you're dealing with DMing people on Instagram and TikTok and all that, absolutely, you dealing with some people that you don't know who they really are. It's definitely a lot of fake people out here when you're doing that. That's why I would truly say stick with, you know, circles that you know,
Right.
and you know, deal with people who have your best interest, and you know, kind of be around people or be in settings to meet people where there's some commonality, or people that know you and know these other people. I don't subscribe to apps and all that stuff. I know people have used them. I think the only app I'm dating myself. Oh my god. Should I even say this? Black Planet. Black Planet. I think it was called Black Planet. I met someone on Black Planet once, and that was years ago. Years ago. And they turned out to be kooky. Because I didn't, yeah, they actually flew out here to see me. I didn't tell them to. We weren't together. They just flew their butt on out to California from South Carolina. So
Wow.
yeah, I don't. Everybody that I've met in my life that I've dated has been. I've met them through someone, some kind of way, but that's
Man.
hard these days.
Man, I'm wanting to play. I wanted to use one of Urban. When you said the dude turned out to be kooky, I wanted to use one of Urban's things. Ah, damn!
He was. He was. He man. He was. I was like, I didn't, and he just called. Was like, I'm out here. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm in California. I'm like, what?
Did you meet
know,
him?
Hell no. No.
Ah, damn!
Yeah, that was just strange to me. You know, we just talked on the phone, and you know, transpired on the little social website or whatever. But yeah, at no point did I tell him to come out here. That was crazy to me. And I was like,
I've had that. I've
ain't
had
doing
that
that.
happen. Joe, I've had that happen too.
where somebody flew
had-
out to see you.
Hell yeah,
See, that's cool to me.
I've had that happen. Oh, Joe, I didn't even know Joe put it in the chat.
Well, I
Joe,
I
I'm gonna
didn't have
put your time out.
I didn't have nobody fly out to see me, but I had somebody who went from one state to another to see me. I'm in Texas. They came from Oklahoma.
Really? And they just came. You didn't ask them to nothing.
What
That's
happened?
weird to me.
What happened to me was, somebody showed up at my job. Yeah.
Wow. No. She said 2 times.
Yep. Twice. Same lady.
Oh wow. Yeah. I don't recommend apps unless, you know, I guess like Urban, you know, if you just a smash and grab, then, you know, do what you do. But I wouldn't subscribe to them for, you know, any type of meaningful relationship. But shout out to the ones who have been met on apps and gotten married and stuff like that. You know, no shade, but I would never do it.
Sandra, at the time, that was scary, bro.
I ain't gonna sit up here lie, man. I was in the dark phase of my life. That chick that sent me in Oklahoma, I smashed her. I ain't gonna lie. Sure did.
I plead the fifth.
What? But that again, that's a man thing.
Hey, I'm just saying that
That's a man
being a
thing.
man, when that opportunity presents itself, and you kind of haven't had your loins
Right.
smashed in a minute, you know, you be like, let's go to the bar real quick. Let's see how it goes from there.
After a few shots later.
A few lemon drops later.
Okay.
What's that? How did we end up in the
few-
bed together?
A few lemon drops later.
Right. DR said, Urban, we believe it. We believe it. Okay.
A few lemon drops later.
A few lemon drops later.
A few Casamigos later.
Okay, that Casamigos hit different. Sammy said, going on going on 10 years of marriage next year. Congratulations. I salute people who, are married and, are, in that, 5 years. If you make it 5 years, then you well on your way, in my opinion.
That's
You
what
can
they
make
say.
it past it. Yeah, if you can make it past them first 2 years, those first 2 years, I don't know, Urban, my first 2 years was crazy. But this is your second marriage, correct?
Correct.
Was it a little bit easier for you in your second marriage, those first 2 years of marriage?
Yeah. To be honest with you, we really haven't had no major problems. We may have like disagreements every now and again, but we come back and communicate on it. It just be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But nothing toxic or anything.
Yeah, I think, but your first marriage, it was. Would you agree? Was it kind of rough your first 2 years? Or
It
was
was
it just
rough.
smooth sailing?
Hey, it was rough during the wedding.
Oh wow.
He said during the wedding. Wait, this is the person that you spent 11 years with?
Yeah. God was telling me then not to want to spend the rest of my life with him, but I didn't listen. I was young and dumb, man.
Okay, see,
Wow.
I'm telling
Hey,
you.
but since I'm putting it out here, man, I might as well tell y'all the story, man. What happened during the actual wedding, man? It was crazy as hell. Everything you thought couldn't happen at the wedding, it did happen for me. Everything
Really?
was happening, man. They messed up her dress. They messed up my tux. I was supposed to have an all white tux, right? They gave me a white tux with black pants. I didn't have my black socks. They messed up on my shoes. What else was happening? Oh, the barber, right? The barber that's supposed to be cutting my hair at the time. The barber ended up bailing out on me, and I booked an appointment with this dude like weeks in advance. He bailed out on me, took a trip. And here's the craziest part. Here's the craziest part about the whole situation. My best man bailed out on me. And the reason why he bailed out on me is because he low-key liked it, the woman that was ready to marry.
Wow.
So he was hating.
Yeah. So I didn't have no best man, no, it was just crazy.
Dang. Oh my God.
But we still pushed through it.
11 years later. Dang.
Wow.
You was committed.
Yeah.
You was committed to the insanity, boy.
Hey, yeah, I was a young 23-year-old, you know what I mean? So,
Okay. Okay. Devin said, wow, you took me back. Black Planet. Okay. Thank you. I was like, am I the only one that knows
Oh
about
yeah, I've
Black
heard.
Planet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of Black Planet. Oh,
Yeah. That's where I
I
met.
never.
You had a full wedding. Okay, what about your second marriage? Did you have a full-on wedding?
Oh, man, second wedding was phenomenal, man. So that wedding was so spectacular. So we had a horse and carriage and all kind of crazy stuff, man.
Wow.
That mother was lit as hell.
Oh, wow. See, I
No
never
problems.
subscribed
No
to it.
problems
No
whatsoever.
I never subscribed. That's the one thing I didn't want to do, the big wedding or, have a church wedding. I actually got married in Vegas.
Oh wow.
I got married in Las Vegas at a chapel. And
That's what's up.
yeah, and we they had back then they had a website, so we gave the link to everybody, and we did have some folks that came down, but it was because we got married on New Year's Eve, so they came down to Vegas for New Year's Eve
Oh,
party.
Lord.
Yeah, we got married on New Year's Eve in Las Vegas.
It'd be crazy down there on the strip on New Year's Eve.
I know, it was fun though. It was fun, but yeah, that's how we did it that way, and because I didn't want the pressure of, the dress and bridesmaids and maids of honor, and to me a wedding should be about the two people, but for me I always felt, because I've been a part of weddings, that it's always about everybody else.
Right.
You know, you gotta provide food and, you know, DJ. Ain't nobody paying for this. You paying for this. You know, everything is for them. You know, and I didn't want the stress of it all. And I always went back like, you know, if we make it, I did say, if we make it, you know, 10, 15 years, you know, we'll have like a wedding. So we at the precipice. This will be 19 years this year. So 2025 will be 20 years on December 31st. So, you know, maybe we'll do something, but it still ain't gonna be big because I'm like, that's just too much. But I would like to have a cool little celebration. Celebration. Yeah.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration. 2 decades of marriage, you know. Ain't nothing to frown about.
Hey, I do want to piggyback on something though about what they say earlier. Who said that? Talking about people not loyal. I think Joe said it. Yeah, she did. She said that people. She said, my belief, people nowadays don't understand loyalty and have the ability to be with one person. I want to piggyback on that, all right, for a man perspective. Now, I kind of said this on my podcast last week, and it kind of got a little stir on it, but I'm going to be this honest and transparent with y'all. There are 2 types of men out there, right? There are type of men who are like myself, who believes in having just one woman, one wife, and be cool with that. But there are other men out there who don't think like that at all. They believe in multiple women. The reason why is because they just built a different way. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of men, they believe in poly relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly believe that there are a certain type of men out there who are built for them type of relationships, period. So hey, no way in the world you could change that dude mind or change them to having a different mentality and like that is how the way they are. Now, this goes all the way back to vetting. If you vet out a dude and that dude talking about he already talking to multiple people, he talking about that he don't mind being in a poly relationship, that should let you know right off the bat as a woman the type of man you're gonna deal with. So don't be thinking you could change that man's mind. Well, I could change him. I could show him that I could be the best woman out there. I'm gonna give him all this. I'm gonna do all these things that not only that none of these other women is doing for you. He gonna accept that. Yeah, okay. So you the different girl, but I got other girls who doing things that you're not doing. And so you have to accept that for what it is.
I agree.
That's definitely. Oh yeah, I said I agree. That's you cannot change those type of men because they have so many women that subscribe to that are okay with that. That is. You could never really change that man's mind because, you know, they exist. Women out there that exist for them. And so as long as it's something that exists, they could never be happy with, they can never be a one woman man. Right? It's just not gonna happen. But you just have to, you know, the men do exist that just want one woman. It's just they're so far and few between because this world has made it so easy to, you know, subscribe to so many different other things that people are, it's just a melting pot. It's hard to find that ideal. It is hard to find that ideal person that you're looking for with the people with the masks on and the people who, you know, subscribe to so many different ideologies about life and about relationships and about women. And, you know, it's just sometimes too much information is bad. And I think we are in a whirlwind of it's so much information out there about different things that people are just subscribing to whatever. I do feel that, you know, when it was a lot simpler and, you know, things were a lot more traditional, this wasn't an issue. But now it's like so much that people, you know, people have so many, you know, so many ideologies out there that it's just it's hard for folks to, you know, just settle on what they believe, why they believe it, and just move accordingly.
That sounds too much sense. And that makes too much sense. You know what I mean? So nowadays, yeah, man, this has been a fire conversation.
It really has. It really has. What is she? That's the truth. She said that's the truth, Irvin. You cannot change. You cannot change anyone. Yeah, you can't. My daddy always told me, and I don't know, you can take it for what it's worth, because my daddy was a cheater. But he did tell me as a he used to give me so many nuggets, and I was like, but you're such a dad, you're weird. But he used to say you can a woman.
Hey, technically speaking, your father is not a cheater. Don't be trying to put that label on him. He just one of the type of dudes that he just a poly dude. I'm not saying he just like multiple women.
My dad was there.
He
liked options. He liked options.
Okay? Yeah, he was exploring his options. Exactly. Yeah.
He's exploring the options as a married man. That ain't good. Okay, that ain't good. But it is what it is. But he told me a man won't change. A woman can't change a man. A man has to want to change. A woman can never. If you're seeking, if that's your sole, effort is to find a man, and I can change it. He cute, but he missing this and missing that, but I can change that. Then you've already messed up. You can't change a man. If a man is going to change, he has to want to change on his own.
Right.
He can never be made to change.
Right. He also said, I'm gonna be 5 women at one. Stop playing.
I believe that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Cook, Urban. My bad.
Hey, I'm kind of curious about your dating experience, man, because you single, right?
Yeah.
So how's your experience been out there in the dating market, man? On the cool though. I always wanted to ask, but I just forget because we be deep in other conversations.
Well, I don't really date because I got a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very cautious of dating, and especially bringing a female around my a family. But the dating experiences I have or whatever have been bad because I'm just gonna be honest. And honestly, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's because who was it that it was DR said about mask, people wearing masks, and so they do whatever it is to get your attention and to catch your eye and portray certain things, but then once they quote unquote have you, it's trash. So that's what that is. Like for example, now I've told this story. I've told the story to E before. I'm gonna go ahead and tell it again. I've told in the chat, several times, but one particular lady that I was dating, you're from Texas, Urban. I was working in Marshall, Texas. I was working in Marshall for a number of years, and I dated a lady in that way, and during that time, that's when I'd lost my mom, and then I lost my daughter's mom, all within a 4-year span. Okay, 4 or 5 year span, and the lady I was dating was around. You know what I mean? So to make a long story short, when my daughter's mom passed away in a car accident, this woman that I was dating said, and you asked, Urban, I'm just telling you, she was like, look, my kids are grown. My kids are grown, and you got a little one. Um, I don't, I don't want to. Basically, I don't want to be around with you raising your daughter. I don't care what you got going on. Basically, with her mom passing away. Basically, that's what she said. So that was just point blank period. You know what I'm saying? So she was just one of those people that was like, take. She wants all the love, all the affection, all the attention. She was just all about herself. And so I was like, cool. You know what I mean? I can move I can move accordingly. You go your way, I go mine. This broad had the audacity. I never said this story. This broad had the audacity. I think someone passed away in her family, like a cousin or something like that, and she's going to have the audacity to message me and like, hey, I need some help with getting some clothes for this funeral. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Or have you lost your mind? I'm not even dealing with you. Well, you're the one that I was dealing with before. My grandfather's not around. She was raised by her grandfather. Her grandfather had passed away and stuff like that, depending on her grandfather for whatever. And so you're supposed to this broad said you're supposed to have my back. I'm not even talking to you anymore, lady. You know what I mean? Have you lost your
selfish?
Selfish is an understatement, bro. You know what I mean? So that actually happened. Joe Delaney is in the chat right now, so she knows I'm telling the truth. So to answer your question, Urban, I've had some horrific dating experiences. He gives me a hard time and trolls me. You know what I mean? But I'm being serious, bro. You ask me a question, I'm being serious. That I've had some wild experiences like that. When you have a broad sit there and straight up tell you that I don't want to deal with you because you got to take care of your kid. I've already raised mine. Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? So there was no kind of, and I'm not asking for any compassion. I'm not asking for any help. I've never, that's just not me. But when someone just straight up wants, all that was somebody wanted all the attention, all of the folks, all the focus on her. Very, as you said, E, that's just selfishness. You know what I mean? So
How
I'm
long
very.
were you with her?
I was talking to her for just a couple of years, a few years. All in that, we break up and then we break up and then I somehow go back, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, that was a learning experience on my part or whatever, but also I had to learn to I learned a lot about myself. I gave people, and in a lot of ways I'm still that way now, but not as much as then. I give people the benefit of the doubt too often. You know what I mean? I'm too forgiving. I was too forgiving. There's nothing wrong with being forgiving, but to the point to it was a detriment, So to answer your question, the dating experience right now, there is no dating experience now currently, but my past experiences, to answer your question, those are examples. I told a story. I think I told you the story about the one I dated a couple years ago. That was just, I mean, that was just the last person I dated was so dead bent on me introducing my daughter to her. I'm like, man, I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? I just don't do that. You know what I mean? So I still started talking to her, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'll let her meet her. You know what I mean? But then turned out she was just straight up, you know, to make a long story short, the lady was just straight up trash. You know what I mean? So it is what it is with that. So
That's why you bury yourself in work.
No, not really. That's not the reason why I bury myself in work, but you know,
It's easier to work than the date. Work is a constant.
Nowadays, you know, these niggas don't want to work, so I don't know what their excuses. So I just, but for me, sis, I don't really, and which it's me, but she said step out, SBK. That's easier said than done, you know.
But it's easier for you to work than to, you know, that you used to working. It's easy because you work all the time, so it's like I don't have time to date. You know, that's a constant for you.
But see, I work just like Joe says. I work because I have some things that I need to get done. It has nothing to do with my dating. You know, that seriously, it has nothing to do with dating someone or you know, that's not the case. But if the opportunity presented itself or whatever, sure, you know what I mean. But I'm at a point in my life where don't waste my time, and that's what I was trying to get when we were discussing this type of stuff last week. I'm at a point in my life where don't waste my time. You know, when me and you were going back and forth, the point of me and all of this, you know, Urban asking me a question about dating, and we're, you know, the point of all of this is for me, don't waste my time, because time is something that you can't get back. You know what I mean? And if I spend time with you, which is one of the things that we talked about with the love language thing or whatever, if I'm sharing my time with you and I'm, you know, I'm taking time out and I'm you know, spending time with you and I'm doing what's necessary, because I truly believe that I'm one of those dudes that I'm a genuine good dude. You know what I mean? So if I'm sharing my time with you and I'm trying to get to know you and stuff, don't put on a mask. You know what I mean? Don't put on a mask and don't waste my time. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like that's all in a nutshell. So you'll be amazed, Urban and E. You would think that, you know, Urban, you talk a lot about the modern day woman. All right. You would think that modern day, that definition only applies to these younger women. That's
no.
That's the E. I think E. Whenever I tell E, we had a. I don't know if you was in the chat or part of the discussion, Urban, a few weeks ago. E was kind of like, brother, that's hard to believe. You'll be amazed how many older women have this modern day approach, more so than the young people. You know what I mean?
So weird.
And the older women who's teaching the younger women to do that.
Yeah, it's just it's so crazy. And so that's the reason why if you label me picky, then I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I really am, because you'll be amazed how many and dudes are the same way. You know, but here's what I see. I see the older women. What I see on a daily basis, I see older women have this modern day women approach. All right. And number two, I see men that are less than men that are pulling all of these females. You know what I'm saying? I see it. You know what I mean? of course, I'm not envious of none of that shit. You know, I'm not envious of none of that. I just see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying all of this is a nutshell. If I am going to date you, and if you spark my interest, and the thing is likewise is mutual, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time at all. So I hope I answered y'all's question. Urban, I hope you know.
All right, so first of all, the dudes out there, they're pulling quality instead of quantity. I mean, no, quantity instead of quality. Sorry about that. They're pulling quantity instead of quality. Second of all, that's the one piggyback earlier or what you was talking about, right? I call that a sponsorship relationship.
Yeah.
Where the woman wants you to give all the time, where you sponsor her, but she don't want to return that. I dealt with that when I was out there in the dating market too, with several women as well too, where I had some of them who were single, right? Who told me the same exact thing, where they wanted me to be exclusively with them. And they didn't want me to bring my kids around them or nothing like that. I like, sure, no, that is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a single father. I can't do that. I'm not going to just push away time from my kids just to spend time with you. That is not going to happen. I either had single mothers who told me the same exact thing. I want you to be exclusively with me and my children, but I'm not going to be exclusive with you and your children. No, ma'am. That ain't how that work. But I call that a sponsorship relationship, where they want you to keep giving all the time, giving, and not want to reciprocate in return. Their relationships is toxic as hell, and it is very, very, very draining, because you start getting into this illusion thinking that every woman is like that. Every woman who have that same type of mindset, but in reality, every woman don't have that type of mindset. There's them particular women who are thinking like that. So by you being as a man, that's why it's important for you to, like I always say, use emotional intelligence when you're out there vetting out these women. Make sure they align up with at least with your core values. And I'm not even talking about love. I'm just talking about just your core values. One of your major core values is with your daughter. That is a must. That is a deal breaker. If they can't understand that, that's a immediately deal breaker. I don't care how good she look. I don't care if she look as fine as Beyonce. If she can't understand that, then that's an automatically deal breaker right then and there. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing that's non-negotiable with that period. Because check this out, bro. There are other women out there, right, who have children. They're gonna make it be a requirement for that man to be with their children. They're going to make it a requirement for that man to literally become a father to their children, regardless if the baby daddy is in their life or not. That's what they're going to do. So that's why it's important for you to establish that boundary and that expectation with them too. If they're not doing it, forget them. Screw them.
Yeah,
there are plenty of women out there, you know what I'm saying? And by you telling your story, I can understand why, you disconnect from the data scene, how the way you did. Because once again, I get it, I understand. I actually did that too, bro. I literally did. I just got tired of it. I just started focusing on myself. And when I started focusing on myself, started getting myself together, focus on my career at the time. And guess what? That's when I just so happened one day, just met the woman who I'm married to right now.
Yeah, so that's basically what you just said in a nutshell. I'm just, I'm just focused. My focus is not really on dating. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because of all the things I've told you. I can tell y'all more stories too. The situation.
Hey,
that's why I sound like you got PTSD.
I bet we could share some data stories for real, man. Cause I got a lot of them, man. I got a lot of crazy data stories, but
man, like the
but
one.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that, bro. For real, I do.
Yeah, but but the difference between me and other people. Good night, bro. I appreciate you coming through, Davin. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Thank you for coming through, Devin. Hope to see you again.
So the thing with me is the difference between me and other dudes is that I'm not going to get bitter over all of that. You know what I'm saying? PTSD, no, not exactly, sis. But it's one of those things where PTSD. It's like, Nah, it ain't PTSD. She's tripping. No, I'm not gonna be triggered to where I'm, no, but it's more so like I'm not gonna get those situations made me a better man. Whether you believe that or not, it made me a better person. I'm not going to be bitter about anything. I'm not bitter about anything. I'm not salty. I don't hold any grudges. You know what I'm saying? Those I look at it this way. I'm better off without dealing with those situations. That's the way I look at it. I could be a beta male. I could be a beta male and be like treating every. Yeah, I could be a beta male and just take those situations like you were playing on your live. Having certain ideologies about women moving forward. I'm not gonna do that. That just shows that how weak-minded that you are if you have those types of, those types of thoughts about women. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was that weak beta male dude at one point in time that literally thought like that. Now, the reason why I was like that in the past, because I was going through a divorce. I needed time to kind of filter out all that I was going through. I was blaming myself for choosing that, even though all the signs was there. Blaming myself for choosing that. Trying to take accountability of that. Hearing all this stuff, and not only from my ex-wife family, but from my family as well too. All this stuff clashing in, together. Then on top of that, as when I finally start getting out of that and start moving forward, I'm going into the dating market now. So they're pursuing the same type of woman in the dating market as I saw my ex-wife. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I started seeing that exact replica of her in the dating market. It made me feel some type of way. There, you mentioned earlier about dudes who separate pulling the different women. I felt some type of way about that for real, and it put me into that space where I became negative. I became that beta, and it started pulling me into the space where I literally like, you know what? Fuck all women. That's literally my mindset at that time, where I was that much in that dark place where I was like, forget all of y'all. Forget all of y'all. I'm not supposed to date no one ever, period. But when I went through that process of, detoxing and taking accountability for decisions that I made, I went through the process of detoxing my, my wife, my ex-wife as well too, forgiving, not forgetting, but forgiving, letting things go, and learning that there are things that I just cannot be in control of, period. You know what I'm saying? When I start doing all that, right, start pulling out all these layers, that's when I start seeing the reality and the truth about everything,
Right, right.
The truth is that I made a choice, a decision. The truth that I could change. I could evolve to become something greater, and that's what I chose to do. I chose to do the latter. But however, there are men out there right now, when they go through that dark place, they just down there and don't come back.
Don't come back up. Yeah, exactly.
They don't come back up at all.
At all.
They don't.
You know what I mean? But the difference, like I said, the difference between me and those types of fellas, I chose not to be bitter, man, because I not only at the time, I not only am living for myself, but I had a little one that was looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be bitter like that. And as who was DR just said, you can't. She said, can't put all women in a box. You know what I mean? And I refuse to have that mentality that all women are the same. You know what I'm saying? I refuse it. But at the same token, though, I do look at things to where I don't want to repeat a cycle that I've been through again. You know what I mean? And look at the signs. You know what I'm saying? Look at those signs, like you were saying, Urban. Look at those signs and move accordingly. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to be like shit, what's his name? Don't wanna be a fool. What's it?
Luther.
Yeah, Luther. Yeah, Luther.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luther. So, but yeah, I take those things and learn from them. You know, I'm glad you asked that question. So
Do
you
you
get a better
think that?
perspective.
Do you think that maybe if you had the opportunity to not necessarily, because I know you live in isn't it a smaller type of you in the country, right?
Yeah,
You in the
yeah.
country. Do you think if you were, maybe in a different environment, maybe, you would be able to meet different people?
Possibly.
Maybe that would help with that because,
Possibly.
being in a small town, not really,
Uh,
you're engrossed with work and you're,
I actually agree with that because when I went through my evolution, right, I had to literally change my environment for real. I had to completely get away from all that toxic places where I was at. No lie. I literally reinvented myself and went to a whole nother part of the city. You know what I'm saying? SPK. I moved from the suburban area of southeastern Dallas, where I moved from there and moved all the way into uptown in downtown Dallas. That's why I stayed there during my evolution phase. And when I stayed in that particular environment, that's when I started meeting a lot more different type of women and different things like that. Even though it turned out that it's a dud or I ended up smashing, but still, doesn't need to hear nor there. But still. I was in a totally different environment from where I was at throughout all them years, and I believe that may be something you have to consider. Like even with the concept with the passport bros, I don't disagree with the concept with the passport bros as long as they're doing it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? If they're trying to go abroad and they're trying to search the world for their wife, I don't have no problem with that. You should. You honestly should. If you're about that life, if you can afford that life, by all means do that. But if you're just going there because you hate black women here in America and you're trying to go abroad to smash Caribbean women and all this stuff just to prove a point, then no, I'm not for that at all. That's stupid.
Yep,
Right,
I agree
right,
with that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, you need to.
But
I just think you need to change your surroundings.
Change my
Because all these
surroundings.
people all these people you've dated have been in your local, within a 20-mile radius of you.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You got to span your horizons, bro.
Yeah, I truly believe if you get out of there, you'll be able to meet different types of people that may spark an interest. It may be more interesting to you, but right now it seems that you have grown out of the area that you're in, obviously. Right?
I put it to you this way. My wife right now, she's originally from California. She lived in Vegas. Then she ended up moving in Texas. She moved to Texas and
SoCal, NorCal.
No, she was what was she? What was she in California? Damn. I gotta ask her. I forgot. Just that fast. Oakland. I think she's from Oakland.
From the Bay Area.
Yeah. She's from the Bay Area, Oakland. She started off
Bay
in Oakland. And she
Area.
lived there, grew up, born and raised in the Bay Area, right? Then she ended
Good
up
people.
moving to Vegas when she became a teenager. No, not teenager. When she went to college, she went to college out in Vegas.
So
And
she went to
afterward, when she
UNLV.
UNLV, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, when UNLV.
Oh, wow.
Then
Babe.
afterwards, she ended up moving to Texas. And
That's
so
right.
wow.
when she moved out of Texas, she was looking for a job, and she ended up started working at a place where I was working at.
Okay.
Right.
And so that's how we
I
met.
would have never thought he was with a Bay Area if because why you be looking at me all
Hey.
crazy and you got an Oaktown female? Come on now, bro.
But because I sensed that Oaktown energy all over you, the saturated. I'm like, man, you, mommy and my wife. That's why I could put up with you.
I like her already. Bay Area.
Yeah, with her little
Hey.
Cali. Hey, she have a little Cali accent, her Bay Area
That's
accent and
right.
everything, man.
I like it. There we go. See, You need to just go on there. Like DR said, take a flight. Take a flight. Go on, take a flight, SBK. Go on, take a flight.
Yeah, span your horizons, man.
Expand
Ain't
your
nothing wrong with that.
horizons. Yeah.
I hear you. Hurry,
Hurry,
hurry.
hurry.
Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell.
Right?
Oh my God.
I think we done hit the what is it? We got the magic mark on you. You got to get out your country. That's the country. You need to leave. Go on ahead. You need me to fly you out, bruh. You need me to fly you out.
Man.
I'm be real with you, bro. I believe that changing your environment would be not only good for you, but it'll probably be good for your daughter as well too on the crew though. Especially what y'all went through. So I believe that probably be something really good. And when I say change your environment, you don't have to do nothing drastic to move from Texas to California. I'm not saying that unless you're just about that life. But I'm just saying at least move from that immediate environment where you at into another environment that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? It could be from Marshall to Tyler. I don't know. It could be from Marshall to Terrell. I don't know. So just something a little different. You know what I mean?
I got you. I hear you.
Okay. We got some new. We done pulled some new information. I feel good. I feel like we almost there. We almost there.
Hey, SBK, it is just like a woman to take the full credit of this conversation.
You see, she taking the full credit of the conversation. But then last week, oh my God.
Who the one asked? Who asked where about this? Your country.
I
In
did.
the country.
Urban did.
I
did, because I asked him about his dating life.
Okay, you asked about the dating life, but I asked, have all these women been in the same town
Oh
within a
my
20
God. We're not going to move the goalposts today. We're not doing this tonight.
We're going to take dual
We're
credit.
not doing this
Can
tonight.
we take dual credit? Can we take dual credit, Urban?
This is
Come
not a
on
college
now.
course.
Yes, it is.
This is not a college course.
We taking dual credit. We getting dual credit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Look at all these women in the chat. Group effort. Now I'm the problem.
Fact.
You know what, bro? Never mind. Just stay where you at, bro.
Ding, ding, ding.
And there ain't no help.
He need to be.
I'm retracting my
He need to
statement.
be flown out. You need to be flown out. Flown out.
Yeah, not flown out, not flown. She said
Flown
floon.
Flown out. Go ahead, get your flown out.
Oh my God.
Hey,
But like
Hey.
but see, man, another thing, and I don't take too much of y'all time. Another thing that I was just having a chit chat with an employee, one of my employees, and we were just shooting the ish, and it was like SBK, you kind of hold on, how she said you are you kind of square, ain't you? I'm like, huh? You a square? I'm like, what constitute me being a square? She said, I'm just playing, but people can get a perception of you being a square. And that was because we were talking about, I was just basically talking about, what I do on a daily basis, working. At the time last week, my daughter's been sick, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to pick her up from school a couple of times this week, being sick and stuff. So I was just talking about my everyday, routines, whatever. And that's just that the definitions being a square came up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, shit. If that constitutes me being a square, then I guess I'm a square. Then you know what I'm saying. So, but I don't know if that
L7. That L7.
What's the L7, sis?
That's big. Square. You a square. You a L7. We call it L7.
Oh, L7. That's what y'all call it. Square L7.
L7.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Hey, hey, women tell that about me all the time. Talking about, you're a square and all the stuff. You know that I wear that as a badge of honor. I'm like, what?
Well,
Thank you so much.
I was gonna say that, but I wanted to ask y'all, what is does that constitute that being a bad thing when you're called a square? What is that? What does that mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, ladies, what did that mean? What did that mean when you call a dude a square? Yeah, acquire minds want to know.
In her, I guess with her, she said you kind of predictable, boring, not really, kind of, nerdified. It's not a bad thing.
You see this, bro? But when you get a good stand-up guy like me and yourself, they call us boring. They call us, we just don't do nothing. We don't even know nothing about us. They don't know that we turn up in real life. They're just only judging us about how the way they see us at our workplace. Some of us judge us how the way they see us on YouTube. Don't know nothing about it. Oh, he got to be a square.
Me for the definition.
Sis said, "Nope, make sure you're a good man." You see what sis said, Urban? She said, "Nope, make sure you're a good man." You know what I mean?
So they call us a good man instead of a damn square.
But you know what, Urban? Whenever the word square was, I was, she's like, said, "Sir, you're a square, ain't you?" I'm like, "Damn, you dissing me, you know what I mean?" But I was like, but she's like, "Man," she's like, "No, I don't mean you to take that as a bad thing, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you live a simple life, basically what you were saying, E. You live a simple life and all that."
How does she know that though? How does she know that?
I guess because of, like I said, because of the conversations I was having with her about, my daughter, about what I do and on an everyday basis, and working my numerous of jobs and and all that, my hustle and my grind and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's my that's what I asked her. I was like, "How do you know I'm a square?" You know what I mean? It's not that I'm this goody two shoes. Whenever I think of someone saying a square, I'm thinking that people thinking I'm a goody two shoes type dude. Don't do nothing but just straight by the book type fellow. You know what I'm saying? No personality, no type of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
But when I hear the word square, it's all that and added on to it that you socially awkward. That's my interpretation of it. Where that is far from the truth.
Right.
I don't understand how they get from that to that and look at gentlemen like me and you, knowing where we're not socially awkward or anything like that.
Dr. saying, "I guess you wanted you to be clubbing, womanizing, etc." I don't know, man. It was just one of my.
Say it in a bad way, or she was just making a a general statement that that's what she deduced from you.
I don't think she meant it in a bad way. I think it was a general statement.
Yeah. I don't think she meant it as a bad thing though, but that's what she deduced.
Because I asked her, I was like, "What you mean? what you mean? How you know I'm a square?" And she's like, "Don't mind me." And like I said, it was just a general conversation. I was at work.
She can tell you don't turn up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If she young, she like, you don't turn up. You go home. You raise your your child. You do what you're supposed to do.
But she assuming that
she's not young. Dr.
She wasn't young.
This lady that works for me is not in her 40s. You know what I'm saying? That works for me, and said that.
You know what, bro? I think the reason why she said that is because she really wants you to take her out on a date, and she just trying to level up on just to see where your mom was at. She was expecting you to say, "I'm not no squirrel. I go out to lounges and listen to music and stuff." And guess what? She had said that. Oh, for real? So your mom, we go out to a lounge? That's what she was trying to do. See, she tried to use that manipulation tactic. That's what she tried to do.
I looked at it as if that's the case, then that's a weird way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Ain't it though?
That's only if you
That's-
take it that way. She said, "I love it. I love it. I love it." Okay.
But all in all, you look at this right here, man. You see what Joe says? That's me. You know, every day, all day, 24/7. You know what I mean? And I always tell my daughter, I'm like, look here, I'm working not only for us to have goals, for me to have goals, but I'm doing all this for you because I'm trying to teach her about generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach her about all those things. You know what I'm saying? The importance of hard work and all that. But back to what we're talking about. But that, you know, the full-time dad thing, you know what I mean? If that makes me a square, then I'll take that, bro. You know, I take that. You know what I mean? But this is you know, like I said, this is therapy. You know what I'm saying? This is therapy for me. So you see,
I was called a square because I was called a square because how the way I dress, bro.
How
really?
you dress?
You're
One of
not.
them chicks, you don't. No, I only see you from the right. That's all I see you from.
I be dressing, man. Hey, I be dressing depending on how I feel. So I be wearing suspenders and everything, man. I be wearing suits, all kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm the type of person. I'm that type of person as well. You know what I mean? Whenever I think that has a part of that as well. Whenever people look at me, because whenever I work,
Urban, stand
Hey.
up.
or if I'm
Hey, DR, squirrels don't stand up. How about that?
She said, "Squares don't stand up." Okay. She said she was playing checkers, not chess. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a working hard, hardworking man.
But
and a
like
dad.
but like I said, you know, I see a lot of these content creators on here that actually make fun of people that work. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, who does that? Who does that? That's just, you know, and I'm like, yeah. And that'd be some of the bummest ass Negroes I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. I'll let me land my plane right quick, sis.
Go ahead.
Don't forget what you're about to say though. Let's just be honest, okay? Women. I know women in the chat. Y'all know I'm telling the truth on this, so it's not. But if you're a woman that's just tuning in, I'm gonna make a statement. Some of these content creators on here, do you realize that if you're monetized, I don't care how many followers you have or whatever, it's not like some of these content creators that are like me that only have a thousand or a few thousand people following them. It's not like they're making a lot of money on YouTube. Okay? It's not, you know, unless you're the lead attorney, or unless you're Shannon Sharp, or unless you're Kwame Brown, or you're not making a lot of money on here. So don't you're not, you know, it's peanuts, bruh. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, people are so delusional. You know what I'm saying? And people have a false sense of power, and people have a false sense of looking at men and thinking that men are successful, and they're really not. You know what I mean? And so that's what's really exactly DR fronting. And people, you know, and I see that a lot. So I don't, it's one thing about me, Urban and Sis. well, sis, I don't have to stunt or front about anything. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And take me for what it's worth. You know what I mean? so it, Urban, I hope I answered your question, your original question, but to get a general sense of why I am labeled picky, there you have it. You know what I mean?
I
So,
think we'll get away from your picky though. You just need to leave.
Hey, I understand the reason why, bro. I get it. I've not been there. Trust me. Don't let this woman on top of the screen to your right try to manipulate you into being otherwise, wherever way that she wants you to be. All right. You continue to do you and continue to do what you do. And I guarantee that one day, if it's meant for you, you're gonna find that right woman who's gonna accept you for you, accept your daughter for who she is too. Y'all gonna have a phenomenal relationship.
Oh, he is, because SBK finna be outside. You finna get him outside.
Oh my God. I just can't.
Ask your wife about me.
I'm telling you, this is like a mirror image. It's like talking to my wife. It's like us having a conversation.
Ask her about me.
Just like a,
I'll chill.
because like I said, my wife, she's not that type of one to be on social media, but she do be catching my shows and stuff too. Where we have some crazy ass conversation. Why you think I'll be coming up with this stuff I'll be talking about? Part of the reason because of me, the other reason because of my wife.
like
the stuff we be talking about.
Real life conversations being brought to you. You know what I mean? That's the same thing here. You know what I mean?
Yep. We sit up and scroll TikTok.
And she'll sit up here and say, hey, baby, you really need to talk about this one for real. I like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to talk about that after you done manipulated me to talk about it. But it's okay. I'm going to talk about it anyway.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Y'all have a good night. Got to go to bed and have to work. Thank you.
Good night, Sandra. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's always a pleasure to have you on.
Okay. She a part of the fam bam.
Oh, absolutely.
No, you good. Don't even worry about that. But I'm still gonna, you gonna get flown out. You gonna,
Oh,
you gonna get flown out. We're gonna get you
Been
out.
But no, hey, SBK, he is right about that content creation though. This is just a part-time job to me, to be honest. That's all it is. But I got my full-time job is bringing in the butter.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing this, man. It's just that a lot of people are what Samoan Gorilla was saying, people only show the wins on social media anyway, but there's a lot of people that's not even winning. They
Yeah, that's what make it even more insane, bro. You be seeing these people, they be having people on their panel, they be arguing and doing all this weird stuff. They ain't even monetize at all.
They're not even monetized.
Hey, they sit here talking about, I just do it because I just want to go on YouTube. I'm like, you spend almost 3 or 4 hours arguing with each other, trolling on each other, doxing each other and stuff, right? And you're not making money doing it. Like, damn, at least get paid doing it.
Get paid.
That's crazy.
Get paid doing it.
That is insane.
I see people, man. I see weirdos, man, go hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah,
because
he said 3 or 4. I'm like, I done seen 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah. And the content
I'll be
creators,
nice.
Yeah, I see content creators just use other people's content just to be messy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I'm like, man, how can me in real life? I can't listen to no stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? I have to have something. Now, if that makes me a square, so salute to me. I'll be a square, bro. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to think outside of the box and I'm going to talk about something that's constructive, not destructive. You know what I mean? Because I don't think, I ain't going to even get into that. So,
I
but
think it's gonna change. I think it's folks like us that are trying to, bring a different type of content to this environment over here. So
right, I really, and I think that we have our own. When I see Urban, whenever I see Selena, I see people, I think
OSD Live.
OSD Live, yes.
Yeah.
When I see it's a crop of us coming up, and it's almost like your own sector, you know what I mean? But I see a lot of conscious folks, you know what I'm saying? And it's very refreshing.
It is. And when we get people like in our chats and they like, or, like even pick and choose Slim when he was like, he likes to come over here and rock with us, even though he be with the, he be involved in the, the effery type stuff. But he's like, it's refreshing to see something different. And that's what they usually say. It's good to see something different over here in the sector. So I think that's a positive that we bringing something different over here.
Yeah. The people in my chat, they said the same thing too. They're like, you know what, it is refreshing to come over here to see some different type of content. Even though I'll be agreeing with you, Negro, but still, it's refreshing to be over here, not only to hear something different and unique, but also they have that freedom to, express themselves where they don't have to worry about getting blocked or trolled or anything like that,
It's all, and the challenge for me is to draw more people in, how to draw more people in, because I see people talk about, where are the people that talk about, more positive things? We're out here. It's just that a lot of people just like being a part of the effery, you know what I mean? You're too much part of being the effery that you have tunnel vision. You don't, you know what I'm saying? So we're out there, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that people just are accustomed to different, the same old, you know what I mean?
And it was cool. I mean, everyone, you go down a rabbit hole and be like, what? And watch some of it, but sometimes you got D-type be like, God dang, is this what we doing? We doxing all day, every day? We got beef all day, every day? That, man.
You see what DR says? She said, I've never listened to lives until SBK. And I promise you, I don't have time, but because this is real, so I appreciate y'all.
Yep.
So,
and we appreciate you.
Hey, I need DR to pull up to the lounge.
I know. That's
expeditiously.
I was wondering. Expeditiously.
DR is that's a strong-willed sister right there.
Yep. Hey.
I'm telling you, DR, man, she ain't nobody.
She speak truth.
She for real.
That's that Cali.
Man, DR is not, she's she's something else.
She said, nah, you don't want me over there. You need to pull up DR. It's fun. Urban be having his content. That's why it's refreshing. I can pull up on him. I can pull up on OSD Live.
Yeah, they be talking about some by the way, Urban, that was you and him, that interview y'all had. That was fire. You know what I mean? That was fire. Yeah, y'all talked about some real, how y'all got started, and how you got started, and that was that's what I'm talking about. I was sitting there. That type of stuff, like I like listening to that. You know what I mean?
Origin stories.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, DR, you're not the only one who gonna be acting up in my chat.
Nope.
Everybody be acting up in my chat, man. I ain't lying.
Was it? There's one that she don't be acting up. She cool as hell. Scorpio Mama.
Scorpio Mama. Yeah. She be over there tripping.
She be out the hood. Scorpio Mama, good people.
But now on the cool though, you pull up over there, you enjoy the content. You may not agree with everything I say, but you enjoy it a lot. When I'm doing my main content or when I'm DJing, you know what I'm saying? So
okay. That's what I said. I was like, his wife from Cali, he got new respect now. Wife from Cali, and she from the Bay. You know,
Yeah.
we got love for you now. We got love for you. He got a Bay Area wife. Now I see. I see. It's all
Hey,
good.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. This-
Okay. We
You
done
know what I
rocked
mean?
out. We done rocked out. What? Well, we only a half an hour off. We good. We was supposed to do a little bit. we good. We good.
This
This
is
was a good conversation.
yeah, man. I love this type of stuff, man.
That's because I gotta cook. You know, it's Thanksgiving week. I gotta
trying to
put
cook
my
tomorrow?
turkey. No, I put my turkey in the brine. So I brine my turkey for a few days. And then I gotta get my sides and everything because I cook everything. But I'm toning it down this year.
Oh, I was awake. I was awake.
He actually did good this time, DR. He didn't, you know, you only got one where he went off camera. You only got one off camera moment. Okay. Anybody else? Who cooking? Are you going to Boston Market again, Urban?
Boston Market? The hell no! I never went to Boston Market.
What
I
is it?
said
Boston. What was it?
no. Honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham. There it is. Honey baked ham.
Hell yeah, they went there today. Matter of fact.
See, I don't cook ham. I don't cook ham unless we got like a lot of people coming over. So, but I am making a turkey. So I gotta brine my turkey. I gotta cut up my greens. You know, I don't like to cook the day of. I like to cook throughout the week.
Okay, last year you had the trash can punch. You gonna do that again?
I didn't do the trash can punch for that was for the picnic. For the
Oh, that was for the
barbecue.
picnic. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's for the shindig y'all had.
Yeah, the shindig. That's every year. The boogie down
Okay.
barbecue.
Simone Gorilla said he cooking.
You cooking? What you cooking? I got turkey on deck, tri-tip, greens. I do a combination of mustard, turnips, and spinach, mac and cheese, cornbread dressing, dirty rice, and green beans. And then I make sweet potato pies, ooey gooey cake, and a red velvet trifle.
I haven't had the ooey gooey cake in a long time.
You know what a ooey gooey cake is? I usually, when I say it, people are like, what is that? You know what it is? Okay, my husband loves ooey gooey cake, so I have to make 3 pans of ooey gooey cake. Do you do the traditional ooey gooey?
No, I had it before. I never
Okay.
cooked it before, but I had it before.
Okay. They say turkey wings, bacon, mac and cheese, beans. Okay, now. Okay.
Ooh.
That's what's up. You said turkey wings. Did you smoking your turkey wings? Or are you just roasting them? When you saying I was hitting the 100 and messed up. Sorry.
Yeah, she actually timed up DR by accident.
Oh, okay. You cooking SBK? You ain't cooking nothing.
Heck no, I'm gonna eat cooking.
Ooh, smothered. I made some smothered turkey wings last month. Yeah, so that's all
Yep.
I gotta do.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about this week because there's so much stuff that didn't happen.
I heard you SBK said you talked about what was it? TD Jakes. I saw it on the
Yeah.
thing. I didn't know about that. What else you gotta talk about? What's going on
Man,
in
so-
the streets?
Hey, it's a lot of stuff going on. It is a lot of stuff going on, man. People want me to review about the what's that woman who's saying that her husband was sexually abusing her and her kids? Trophy
that?
wife. Trophy wife.
Who?
Yeah, trophy wife.
Oh, okay. I scrolled past it. So, okay, people have been doing videos on that. Was she?
Yep.
So she got abused. She was being abused.
That's what she's saying allegedly. She did a video saying that she was being abused by her husband, and her husband also was abusing her kids too.
See,
But it's a
that's
lot
why
more
you
stuff
gotta-
that came out since then. So yeah, so people want me to react to that. I got pop the balloon videos to react to that people want me to react to that too. I'm like, Urban, when you gonna react to this, man? You got to react to this. Like, all right. I got another topic that one of my moderators want me to react to. He want me to react to about, I think, women getting pregnant or something like that. I don't know.
women getting pregnant.
Yeah, because we was having a
What's the catch?
conversation in this. We was having a conversation in this Discord about women getting pregnant. He was saying that some women be purposely getting pregnant for whatever reason. I don't know. It was something weird. I like, well, we'll talk about it. I don't care.
Okay.
So it's a whole lot of crazy stuff that happened, man. That my subscribers want me to talk about.
Okay.
then
I'm
you see-
interested in that whatchamacallit one.
Y'all see what DR's talking about? Is he going to get out on bond or what? Or get
Oh,
out?
That's Diddy?
No, they denied him. Yeah, they did.
Oh,
they
they
denied Diddy
denied it?
bond. They denied his
He
bond.
ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
So they did deny him bond
Yeah.
again for the third time.
Yeah, they ain't. He a flight risk. They can't afford to let him out. He is a flight risk. he gone. I guarantee you. And he gonna leave his kids out here. He be like, "F them kids," and he gonna be on the next thing.
Damn.
Yeah. The last time I seen something about it, they said that they denied his bond unless there's something else happening.
I heard the same thing what she's talking about. I thought they were going to make a decision here pretty soon. That's why I
They
was.
let him out. He gone. He is gone. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. But anyway,
I-
so
I was also going to talk about this too, probably later on. I don't know, but even with that Diddy situation, I had posted in one content creator chat where I like, hey, I agree that Diddy is the villain, but you can't take it away from the victims because them victims was participating in it. And so not saying that, I kind of trigger a lot of people in the chat. They got so mad at me.
What about the victims?
Yeah, because I told them that the people who are victims, y'all participated in that. Even though the end result was him doing the stuff he did, but y'all chose to participate in that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it's not too much different from your boy Kels.
Chaos.
Kelly,
Damn.
R. Kelly.
man, they said he got beat up. Said he got beat up here recently in prison. Y'all see that?
Who? Kels?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They just now,
Damn.
how long he been in there? For a few years. They just now starting to beat up on the brother.
Well, I said he got beat up.
He ain't got no
Uh,
more money. That's what it is. He can't pay for protection no more.
Right. DR says it's tampering with witnesses. Yeah. He's flight risk, tampering with witnesses.
Yep.
Said he going with old boy.
I did see something about some content creator. I forgot her name. She got these two men were going knocking on influencers' doors, asking for information about Diddy.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
That's
she actually
crazy.
went live and said that luckily they came to an old address and her roommate was still there, so she called her and said, "Hey, these two dudes are asking about you," but they were trying to get her to see what she knew. And this other content creator, they actually caught up with him, but he taped it. So he taped the whole back and forth between them, and it was, I guess they were trying to get, information or any type of, they were trying to pay him to paint Diddy in a different light. So they were trying to get to all these influencers to kind of pay them to influence, in a different way. Say things positive as opposed to negative.
Well, goddamn, why they didn't hit out those stuff? That's easy. That's an easy lick right there. Hell yeah, I'll do it.
Right.
So I like how much you want. So you give me like I'll be simple. You give me like $100K, man. I'll dedicate a whole week of saying things positive about Diddy. Then the week after that, we're gonna be right back to our daily programming.
Honestly, I think a lot of those stories, Urban, you just made a point. A lot of those stories on, not all of them, but a lot of them from Surviving R. Kelly. I think they did. I think they did that. You know, I think they actually did some shit like that. You know, paid them off to just make up stories and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, half of those were when you talking. I don't know. When I watched Surviving R. Kelly, some of them women, I was just like, y'all too grown to be sitting up here crying, talking about what y'all talking about. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I didn't feel, very empathetic because especially it was a couple of them that they were like in their 30s. I'm like, what? Girl, I couldn't leave, but you kept coming back over there. So yeah, I can't. You're a victim. That's, how are we really, what's the real definition of a victim? So,
Correct.
Yeah. What you say? Money.
Hey, man, I'll be petty as hell too. Y'all know how I start my shows off right on doing the intro and all the stuff there. Then right after it get to the main part before I get up, I'm saying, hey, today's show is sponsored by the two people who are sponsoring my show, Diddy Guards, right? They're sponsoring this live. They're paying me a lot of money to speak something positive about Diddy. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Like they're my sponsors tonight. Boop, 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 boop. Dub DeMarco.
Dog DeMarco, okay.
DeMarco.
I'm gonna find that video and send it to you because she was serious. She was like, yeah, they was trying to pay them to, paint him in a better light. I was like, what? But they're also like, I think she has like 100K subscribers. If you once I send her to you, you're gonna know who she is because she's also talking a lot about the presidential election too.
Okay.
She has an African last name. She's from Florida. I just can't think of her name right now. But yeah, she.
Hell, it could be something negative. I said something negative about them too. I don't care. I'll just make something up.
Right.
Get that paper.
Get that paper.
I need that cash out.
I need that cash. Run that
cash on that cash out, please. Okay, what did he say? Said it's just sad the industry so many men have bent over. Oh man it's didn't they say what was his God. He got killed, what they say he died or overdosed or something. Was it UGK?
Pimp C, because he was about to expose. He said he was about to expose. He's like, man, y'all don't know some of these rappers that y'all hold near and dear. They out here, bending over. And next thing you know, he overdosed. Actually, there's a viral video of him talking about that.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean, it ain't far fetched now. You see a lot of rappers, or that's a loose term these days, that they go both ways. I mean, I didn't even know that boy, what's his name, Kai Cenat. He's a YouTuber. Isn't his name Kai Cenat?
Yeah, Kai Cenat.
They say he go both ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's nothing to them now. It's just nothing. Like, I do.
Yeah, people they'll sell themselves to get up there, man. And that's why Kyle and I'll be having all them people coming into a show now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, it's just nothing he even said. So it used to be taboo. Now it's
I actually have met Kyle Cenat too.
Oh wow.
You?
Mm-hmm.
He came out that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was at Six Flags.
Okay.
Yeah, he was out there at Six Flags and stuff. Me and my oldest son chopped it up with him. So he'll cool dude, man. Yeah, real cool.
Yeah, they just,
Yeah, him and his son
they just do
AMP
what they
team.
do. They just do what they do. It's nothing to them to, I just don't. It's far fetched for me.
Yep.
But I didn't grow up in this new age, so to them it's like, okay, and I like front and back. So what? Like, okay, and it'd be shocking to me that the females. What's the city girl? City girl from Florida. What's one of them city girl names? Her dude. Doesn't he little Uzi or Uzi Vert or something? He wears like skirts and purses and all that. They don't have no problem. They she like, that's my man. So when I stay away from it. My son will be telling me about the stuff and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, the females are okay with it.
Yeah, they be okay with it. It's nothing. But then they cry. He left me. Okay, but you was with him you was okay with all of this. Do you think that he was just gonna stay exclusively with you? I just don't understand the logic. Just like people with open relationships. He slept around, but he was only supposed to sleep with the other woman when I was with. No, that's not how they think, baby girl. That's not how it goes down.
If I end up speaking again, we're gonna be up here for another 30 minutes, man.
Yeah, we gonna be out here another 30 minutes. Okay?
Hey, no, cool though. I appreciate y'all inviting me up once again. I appreciate it, man, a whole lot. Calling me out. Man, I be trying to chill in the chat every single time, man. I was trying to moderate for y'all in the chat. This time around, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just moderate it. I'm moderate.
You was doing your thing.
And I just had to say something.
You showed it, and we was gonna be like, what? Come on up. Come on up, Irvin.
What you mean by that?
What you mean? What that mean? I don't understand. What that mean?
Oh Lord.
Okay, DR said, yeah, we just need a clarification.
Yeah, we need
that's gonna be the new saying. That's gonna be new saying. Hey, Urban, we just need you to come up for clarification. So I haven't even said that. I'm just moderating. What are y'all talking about?
Okay, we just need clarification. That's all. That's all.
Hey, I put it up. Make sure y'all put the thumbs up, y'all. Oh yeah, we need you to come up right now for clarification on that one.
Okay, come on up. For real. For real. Thank y'all so much. What you got? What you got on the SBK,
No,
sir, brother?
I have nothing but thank everybody for coming out. If we made your day, made your night, then that's the goal.
That's the goal.
You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. I might go live tomorrow. Just do a
Okay.
pop-up live. So y'all stay tuned. But
I'm gonna be cooking. I ain't going live.
yeah, okay.
I'm gonna be
So,
cooking.
so I might be traveling tomorrow, dropping the daughter off to my sister's house. So in the process of me traveling, I might go live and talk to y'all, chop it up. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So yeah.
And this is Thanksgiving weekend. I know a lot of people don't subscribe to it, but for those who do, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful Black Friday and an awesome Cyber Monday. Because we all know y'all gonna be in
Hey,
there.
I'm waiting for Black Friday for it though, because I need to get some more DJing equipment. I'm hoping and praying that it goes on sale so I can buy it.
Okay, that's when you catch the sale. If you want electronics, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, those be the prime times to get it started. And Amazon had already started this week with their Prime deal. So
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, they started on the 21st. But
Dang.
you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. SBK and I, we are gonna come back on Sunday. That Sunday after Thanksgiving, and we gonna have a little treat for y'all. We gonna because we know you done ate, you done acted a fool, you done drank, you probably hung over, you done hung with family. Yeah, bottles has been popped. Sugar has been consumed at massive levels. So we gonna have a conversation. We have a good old conversation with y'all. So be on the lookout for that one. We gonna have some fun. We're
gonna have some fun with it. So y'all stay tuned. Health is wealth, bruh.
Health is wealth.
You'll
Health is
see.
wealth. We about to roll into 2025. 2025.
Man, this
I
year
can't
went by
believe
fast.
It went
Too
by
fast.
fast.
Too fast, bro.
Oh,
Tebow.
the goddamn bushes. Family, Tebow. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we not on Fridays, we on Sundays. This the new one. It's so good to see you. I had asked about you, like, have y'all heard from Tebow? He didn't drop. He gone. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. But yes, 2025 is coming upon us. Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff, all that. Don't spend all your money, please. Don't spend all your money. Please don't. But enjoy family, enjoy your loved ones, enjoy your friends. And let's do big things. Hope in 2025, all of us, let's do big things in 2025.
Absolutely.
Okay, up and onward. Up and onward. I thank you, Urban, always for blessing us with your presence. Chat, lit, love y'all. DR, love you. Callie sis, Joe sis, Sandra was in here. Thank you so much, sis. Who else? My bro, Samoan Gorilla, Jimbo. Everybody who came in here, if I miss you, charge it to my head, not my heart. But it's been a blast. And until the next one, what do we always say?
Till the next one. And it's just ETV. We are
gone.
gone.